was a disaster. Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to today's stream. I like how you look over there, but the cameras are over there.
I did, yeah.
I do it too.
And I did it in my videos too. That was my least favorite thing when I was doing Let's Play videos on my channel. Was every 5 seconds, I was looking at the fucking OBS feed and not like the camera. If I wanted to do a bit to camera, I'd go, and you'd see me in this instance. It'd be because I'd go,
What'd you guys think of that?
like every time.
Hello, Connor.
You can probably catch it. If you go to my old videos on Days It Is, you can probably find moments where I'm looking like, what the fuck? At like the monitor and not the webcam.
Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, Connor. Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm old now. I've been old.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting to that point now where the whole like remembering to say happy birthday is just such a whatever thing to me.
Yeah.
Like, because like in my life, in my day, we like at my house we barely celebrate birthdays anymore. Not that we like we'll do like a cake and stuff, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
We'll get a cake. Like
you're not like throwing a birthday party.
Yeah, we'll get a cake from like Uncle Giuseppe's.
Yeah.
And we'll just hang out, you know, and it's like it just isn't, you know, when you get to a certain point and there's other things going on. Also, I buy what I want now. So gifts are kind of annoying for them. Yeah.
No, that's Christmas for me, where they're like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "I don't know. I buy everything.
I buy anything I want. I buy."
No, we don't do birthday parties here. Cancel the bouncy house.
I think that's why it was perfect that my dad last year was like, "What do you want for what would you possibly want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, there's this Green Goblin mask that they're selling. This Marvel Legends.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool." What he didn't know was that I was the day that it got delivered and I brought the package into the house and I could see through the crease. I saw the yellow eyes of the mask on the box.
You're like,
and I knew, but it was also funny. Like, I wanted to tell him the bit because it was so funny that the first thing I saw was those horrible yellow eyes. It couldn't have been a better thing to see to the box.
Hello, Peter.
Finish it! From evil! What a great scene.
Yeah.
I love the Green Goblin forcing an old woman to finish her prayer. I like the idea that he was listening to her pray.
Yeah.
That he was outside the house like, deliver us.
Is this the one that vaporizes you or the one that turns you to a skeleton?
He's listening in. Deliver us. Oh my god! You're not the right person. I'm on the wrong house.
Finish your prayer.
Have a nice day.
So the pre-orders for the Switch 2 yesterday was crazy. For us, it was today.
And mind you, we were shooting the shit after the stream last night. I completely forgot. So I got home and I went,
Yeah.
I honestly probably would have had it through Best Buy.
Yeah.
If I did. See, maybe I dodged a bullet because I have a feel. Like I said, I have a feeling it's gonna be a shit show on the day of launch.
It's gonna you're gonna get there and either they're not gonna have enough for the pre-orders, or it's just gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah. Well, exactly. It's just like I'm especially after working retail for 5 years. I'm just so I'm not in the mood.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood to be there as a customer.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like being there as a worker.
Yeah. That's kind of why I didn't pre-order at GameStop, because I'm like, do I want to go to GameStop?
That was such a again, thankfully they had they seem to have shipping online. Yeah. And I was like, I'll try for that. Yeah. Because I would not have gone out of my way to go to the GameStop because we don't have any Euros anymore anyway. But also, it's just not it's all so like, again, all of the retail stuff was all just, it'll be there. If I get it somewhere else easier, then I'll cancel this. Yeah. But I was like, I should try. I felt weird not trying. Yeah. Because I definitely want it to that degree.
See, I thought I was being smart. I checked Walmart. They were sold out too.
Well, Walmart was actually one of the ones where people were more consistently getting them.
Yeah.
Because Target sold out instantly.
Oh, yeah.
Best Buy was weird, because you'd be online, people were online for like 45 minutes, and they'd still ended up getting one. Like, Marco got in like 3 times.
That's crazy.
Like, and I was like, wow, so Best Buy must have gotten a bunch. But also, people from Target and Walmart had been having their orders canceled. which implies to me that they sold more than they should have.
Yeah, they sold more than what their inventory was.
And as Marco put it, I was like, well, he's like, our buddy Marco said that, well, until I have it in my hands, it's Schrodinger's Switch. Because it's true. Because Best Buy can do the same thing. Yeah, Best Buy could have, like, they all could have. That's the thing about pre-orders that pisses me off.
Yeah, it's like they can just cancel them.
Is that someone tweeted out, oh, I don't understand how you can sell out of pre-orders when they're just like, you know, we're ordering them for you to get them for us, basically.
That's
but it's
not
like,
what
well, no, it's in set inventory that is allotted by Nintendo to these stores. Yeah. But at the same time, it's also kind of a fake number. Because
because Nintendo definitely has more than allotting 100 fucking Switch 2s per GameStop.
Right. So it's definitely like,
Nintendo does this artificial scarcity all the time.
It's not even just them. All these fucking companies kind of do it at a certain point in the launch cycle of their console. Yeah. Like at first it starts really like false scarcity and like really like, oh, I gotta get it. But then like a week after launch, it's like, oh shit.
They're just here.
While I'm here, I'll grab it.
Yeah. Like I remember it was like that with the first Switch for a while, where like the first Switch, like, you couldn't find them fucking anywhere for a long time.
But then after 200 people just pick it up randomly on a whim while running errands. Yeah. Then it's back to scarcity again. Yeah. Then suddenly, I can't get my hands on find one. Yeah. It's such a weird, they just do this fucking cycle every time.
It's so annoying. And Nintendo especially does it with everything. Yeah. They did it with Switches. They do it with games. They do it with Amiibos.
That's
why early on with Amiibos, I just didn't try.
Why, part of me that with Nintendo games, that's why my Switch is mostly digital.
Yeah.
Because it's
just easier.
I just don't care. Yeah. It's like, listen, and I've said my piece on digital for physical before. Like, I like physical existing, but I also think we're not at a point where it's not going to be eradicated. Yeah. There's still enough.
There's a demand.
There's enough of a demand. So it's like, whatever, I'll buy digital. It's more convenient.
I didn't pre-order because I'm saving up my money to get it when it launches on June 5th. If you pre-ordered it at GameStop, you could have spent only $50.
I'm trying to think.
I'm hoping for a price drop.
I don't think I pre-ordered the Switch. Yeah. I think I was just there.
I didn't either.
I think I was at GameStop the night of release. Yeah. Because I remember that was the night of the banner.
Yeah, it was the banner night. Yeah, you were at the Selden GameStop with Maury, right?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I just waited and picked it and bought it. Yeah. Because I think I got it with Breath of the Wild, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't have the money ahead of time. Yeah. Because I was in a similar spot of like, I'm not really working. I'm not, so I think I just had the money from like relative, like from like birthday or something. Yeah. And I just put it towards the Switch. So it's very likely you'll get it just fine on the day of launch. Yeah. Because they usually go, here's your allotted pre-orders. Yeah. And then because it is launch day, so we are releasing it. Yep. Here's some more. Yeah. And so if you're lucky, you'll get. So honestly, your best bet if you're gonna go in store to get one, is to still go on like you have a reason to get. Like you're there with all the other pre-order people. Yeah. Because you're most likely like. The worst comes to worst, you go, do you have it? And you go, no, it's all pre-orders. Yeah. But like, okay, you walk away then.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, I'll take the L.
If you're that dedicated, maybe you try somewhere else. Yeah. But
like with the like I know like whenever they did like releases of the Switches, but with like either like a bundle or like a special like art or whatever, like the Pokemon Scarlet Violet one or like the Splatoon 3 one, they would usually be like, okay, we would get pre-orders for it. And then they'd probably send us, like, 3 more. Yeah. And then that's it. So it's like, they might do the same thing with the Switch, too, where it's like, we send you the pre-orders, and then, like, 2 more.
I think Best Buy's a little bit more, but, like, the Best Buy, Target, Walmarts tend to get, like, a good,
like bulk.
Like, bulk of them on release. Yeah. That they can sell. Because I remember having to run to the warehouse multiple times. Yeah. To grab a new Switch. But, like, to grab a new console on launch day. Yeah. And which means that it wasn't just pre-orders. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I remember vividly, because it's like, I remember having to ask like 50 different people throughout the shift, physical or digital? Physical or digital? Yeah. Physical or digital? And 90% of them said physical.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Lily. Hello, Bottles and Peter. Yes, price drop at Nintendo. I hope that they... I would hope that they would do it for a holiday, but I'm not like holding my breath.
I'm also not against I didn't expect the Switch to be any less than $450.
Yeah.
At all. It's a console. It's a console. I like the fact that it's still cheaper than the PlayStations and the Xboxes.
Yeah, this is true.
Like it's honestly still well within Nintendo range of console wise. The games are getting pricier.
Yeah.
But I was in no way against the price of the console. And I think people who are like, oh my god, the price is insane for it is not insane for the console.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Like $450 or $500 for the console, I'm like because that comes with Mario Kart. I'm like, okay, like that's a game console. That's a new gen game console. My issue was more so the $80 game thing.
The game is like, okay, that's definitely, which again I've said my piece on that too, which is like it was always going to happen.
Yeah, it is what it is.
If not Nintendo, PlayStation would have.
Yeah.
Like it's not like because I see so many people like now we're going to sell them and it's okay. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Someone was going to do an $80 game anyway.
Yeah.
Like
it was going to happen eventually. Do you think I should wait to get one or get one ASAP? Get one when you can comfortably afford to get one.
That's completely up to you. Yeah, like
that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting until it's just comfortable for me to get one.
Yeah, and also like,
and I run a gaming channel.
Comfortable to afford is also completely subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like it depends on when you feel like you can handle not having that money.
Yeah,
you know,
like the PS5. I bought that like 2 years ago, and it came out in 2020.
I got the PS5. Probably 2021. It was definitely closer to launch than like I think my first console that I bought myself with with work money was the PS4.
Yeah.
Because I picked it up at Best Buy, and that was like towards the end of its lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
Because my brother had the family PS4, and I wanted my own to have in my room to play like Kingdom Hearts and stuff on whenever.
Yeah. I'm just kind of concerned of what they're going to do for Kirby Air Riders. Like, will it be the same price as Mario Kart or the same price as Donkey Kong? Well, that's going to be up to Nintendo.
I'm gonna be honest, probably lower than Mario.
I would hope. I think what I'm hoping, and if Donkey Kong is any indication, is that I'm hoping that Mario Kart in particular is kind of a high end.
I think the most you'll see Air Riders is 70.
Yeah.
Because that is more standard with like PlayStation games and stuff right now. Like that is the standard gaming price right now, unfortunately.
It's just 70.
But I think it's possible 60.
The only thing that I'm not a fan of that I read today is that they essentially confirmed, I forgot what the other game was, but the other one which was more important to me was the Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
The upgrade is $20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is so dumb.
Yeah, that's a bit much. The fact that you have to pay for the upgrade in general
is kind of... Yeah, I mean, with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I get paying a little bit because it comes with an extra game mode.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not that... And it's not the first time the game upgrades like this exist that you pay for. You usually pay the difference in the value of the game.
But if it's something like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where it's literally just like an up-res, that shit shouldn't cost anything.
It's not worth it.
Like, why would I get the upgrade just for it to look like 2% nicer?
I may be 100% honest with you. The only reason that I'm getting a Switch... Because I'm not losing my Switch 1.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not making the effort to go and try to trade it in for God knows how. But like, no, it's not worth my time. I've gotten plenty of value off the Switch 1 at this point. Well over what I paid for
Also, it's like, okay, you're going to trade in your Switch 1 and get like $50.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it's just not...
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. So I'm not losing the Switch 1. So if I really want to play a Switch 1 game, I'll still have the Switch 1 around.
Yeah.
The Switch 2 is there for the new games that are going to be Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah.
Or if not Switch 2 exclusive, like Metroid Prime 4 is going to have a Switch 1 edition.
Yeah, but I'm gonna want a Switch 2. Especially since the Switch 2 version is going to have the mouse controls for an FPS.
So pretty much any game that comes out after Switch 2 release.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be for.
That's what the Switch 2 is for me. I'm not gonna go that and maybe I'll upgrade Forgotten Land because it is proper new content.
Yeah,
but like it's got to be new content.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not gonna I don't need to go out of my way to get it day one like a lot of people want to, and I'm fine with that.
And listen, if they hit me with a Splatoon 3 upgrade with new content,
oh man.
And the asterisk, it has to be single player content because
Yes.
I really don't touch multiplayer Splatoon anymore. But that single player's got me by the balls.
It is really good.
We can start playing the game.
Yeah, we should start playing the game. Starcross World is like $20. I mean, $20 for DLC. Like, why? I mean, I know I already beat the game, but why do I need to pay $20 for the DLC? Yeah, that sucks.
It's annoying.
Wait, I think Mario Kart might be on the high end to persuade people to buy a bundle or digital.
That's true.
That is true.
I've said that before.
Yeah, we could see pretty quickly. Oh, now it's $70.
I mean, I don't expect a permanent price drop.
No.
But I do think that it is probably a sales tactic. But also, the fact that they're releasing the new Mario Kart on launch with the Switch, is the reason why it's $80.
Yes,
because it is their money. It is the thing that's going to
make them money.
And they know that, and it's true because it's Mario Kart has always been tried and true. It has always been successful.
Yeah.
And the what we've seen of World so far is like the Smash Ultimate of Mario Kart. It's bringing together all these cool elements and giving us new movement that actually matters because zero gravity didn't matter.
No, it was the same exact shit.
The most it did was the little spin boost you get if you knocked into somebody.
Which like.
But otherwise, it was just part of the track.
But also, this is me getting into my opinions of Mario Kart 8. The best Mario Kart game by far. So far.
Till World comes out.
Yeah, till Worlds comes out. But like that mechanic of like slamming into things to like get the spin boost, that kind of sucked.
It's a little rough.
Well, especially because of the fucking thing of like they had like the pillar things that you were supposed to hit. I feel like 90% of the time it just stopped me.
I also hate. I also think it's crazy that Mario Kart 8 is a Wii U game.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one thinks about it anymore because like the DLC shit happened and so it feels like a Switch 1 game.
But it's a Wii U game.
It's a Wii U game.
Yeah.
That Mario Kart 8 is old.
Very, very old.
And most of the tracks they added to the DLC are from the mobile game. Even the fucking ones from like the Wii, it's like Coconut Mall's back, but it's the mobile game version.
Yeah.
So it's a little.
Yeah. I still play it all the time. But what's funny is, I do it to be annoying. Like whenever I play Mario Kart with like any of like my college friends or like our friends, I always pick Coconut Mall. Yeah, I always pick Coconut Mall because of the meme.
You've been Coconut Mall.
But the thing is that I do it to legitimately be annoying.
Yeah.
But what ends up happening is that everyone just joins me.
But also, like, I mean, Coconut Mall's a fun map.
It is a good map.
I just think it's just funny that like they sold us all that DLC and like most of it is just like rehashed from the mobile game.
Well, because they knew that the mobile game sucked wiener.
Well, I will say the mobile game when I played it when it started,
kind
of what I expected. It was alright.
Yeah, it's a Mario Kart mobile game.
It honestly played better than I thought it would. Like I was worried about how awkward it would feel, but it didn't really feel that awkward when playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I played it for a while.
24 multiplayer is pretty cool.
And the open world.
Yeah, the open world is the concept that I'm like, this is the game.
Because like the thing is that like listen, I'm tired of open world games, right? But I'm tired of open world games with nothing to do. This is Mario Kart open world, so there's always going to be something to do. You're driving around, you're finding stuff on the map.
Yeah.
To get costumes, you stop at the restaurants and shit. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like
it's a cool idea to do, especially because Mario Kart has kind of been the same since like 64.
And the technique that's gonna come from like I mean they showed the footage of it on the recent direct where they showed someone using the wall run on the inside of a curve.
Yeah.
And like going just off the track basically with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's something I can do.
Yeah, that's gonna
I don't have to fucking do 200cc crazy strats that some speedrunner learned. You know what I mean? I can do that.
Yeah,
I can wall run. I can wall ride. That's fine.
I just hope that when it comes to the online multiplayer for Mario Kart Worlds, I hope there's balancing.
I think the lackluster part of the mechanic is going to be the grinding.
Yeah.
Because it looks very on rails.
It looks
in the most literal sense.
Auto steering.
Well, it's not even. It's just like there's no. For what we've seen, there's no creativity in the rail structure.
Yeah.
To make me really bat an eye. Like, yeah, it's going to be faster probably. Because it's there for that reason. It's one of those shortcuts where, like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Whereas the wall riding you can get creative with. So the wall riding is going to be the crazy, like, let's go in stuff, and the grinding's just gonna be there. The jumping's crazy.
Yes.
The charge jump is gonna change.
Yeah, that's gonna change everything, dude.
Jumping over shells, you have a dodge.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just have a free. You have an.
You can dodge shells,
but like that's crazy in Mario Kart because you've never been able to dodge shells.
Not only that, but with a lot of the gameplay that people have been seeing, if you are under the right thing, you can dodge the fucking lightning bolts.
Yeah,
that's insane.
There's so much shit, and theoretically,
did I just like vault over Torval?
Someone on the treehouse.
Excuse me.
Someone on the treehouse tried it.
Yeah.
So it makes it seem like you could probably do it. It seems like you can use the feather power up to dodge blue shells.
Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
It seems like you can use the feather power up to dodge blue shells.
Yeah.
Because someone tried it. And they failed, but like you could see them.
Yeah, they like
try it on the
they
treehouse,
tried.
Which means that they know that you probably
that
can.
It could happen.
And I'm like, that sounds like I'm saying, like it's gonna be a very fun. And again, 24 players is gonna be it's gonna be fun. And I listen, the whole like Mario Kart World versus Sonic Cross World. I'm of the mindset of two cakes.
Yeah.
Like I'm here for both.
Yeah.
I loved what I experienced in Sonic Racing Cross World. They just need to tune it a bit. But I feel like what Mario Kart World is gonna give me is, well, first of all, Mario Kart is one of those funny things where I kind of like the unlocking part. I like playing it by myself.
Yeah.
Playing through the cups and unlocking tracks, and with the open world stuff, that's gonna give me more of that.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to play with friends all the time. I can sit around and just drive around unlocking shit. And that's like
that's the enriching gameplay for you.
I get so tired of these multiplayer games where it's only multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, like sometimes I want to play by myself.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna wanna, or it's like I'm not gonna have the friends to like play with all the time. And it's like,
yeah, because we're adults, we get busy.
Even children.
Yeah.
I got homework to do. Fucking nerd, like.
I can't go to Germany with you. I've got a math test and stuff. I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say that. What a great introduction for Spider-Man in the MCU. I can't go to Germany.
Yeah, and also they gave us new characters, and everyone was excited about that because they want to see Funky Kong come back. I like the mobile game costume of the characters. And then boom, we got Funky Kong from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and everyone was so happy about it. Except Steve. I mean, watch in Mario Kart World, imagine we have a Funky Kong costume for Donkey Kong to transform.
Why was Steve not happy about Funky Kong?
So, I don't know about Funky Kong in general, but he has made his opinion very clear that he thinks that the guest characters that were in Mario Kart 8, he thinks that's a terrible idea. Like having like Link or Isabelle or the villager.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
I also didn't know. He's like, this is my hottest take about Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's pretty hot take.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I thought that was cool. I played as Link a lot.
Yeah, I never really. I mean, I never really batted an eye.
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
Hold on. It's Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders
I wouldn't even know if you were lying to me.
Fascinating. It sounds like you've played this game 3 times.
Can you play it one more?
Sacred charges, I wonder. The engraving to the north is next, I think.
What was written on the stone to the north? Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
I think that's correct.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Lay your roots in stone.
Pride
Pride recall thy noble past.
Pride
and make
recall
these
thy
rocks
noble past.
Fascinating.
A home.
Oh!
Right, that was it.
He's
Fascinating!
like a homeless guy.
Right. There are vestiges of
So now tell me, what did the third one
I'm
say?
gonna be really scared if I remembered all three of them.
I hope it's
proving.
fascinating.
Now, for the
So what's the final stone?
Children of the hunters now sworn to serve. Children of the hunters now tellers of the land. Now dancing hand in hand. Tillers of the land.
This one?
Yeah.
Children of the hunters,
As tillers of the land, reap
Now
her promised
tillers
blessing
of
and
the
give praise
land.
her gracious hand.
reap her promised blessing, and give praise, and that's all three.
And so, we add
Fascinating!
farmers to Tabor's founding people.
I don't like that I remember
You speedrun this game, it's okay.
But I don't do this in speedrun. This is side quest.
Then you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember that so well.
Really just hit you in the brain.
But certainly not least, hunters
I mean, everyone, including me, wanted to see Kirby, but now Kirby has got a sequel for Kirby Air Ride. But hey, at least you can mod Kirby as a playable character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can say that about any character. You can mod in anybody.
Mod me in.
One cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars.
See when he stares past.
Me when I'm driving my Ultima through the mall to get my Switch 2.
Ultima? Go in, just like, give me
Give me the Switch 2.
Give me the Switch 2. Creatures.
Ultima?
Ifrit?
Yeah, I know at a certain point I'm very, like, consumer brain with this stuff when it comes to, like, yeah, I didn't really think about the bonus characters in Mario Kart that much. Like, I wasn't, like, super high up or so. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
but neat. Like,
Yeah, it was just like, oh, cool.
I know it can be very, like, just let it, just take it in. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, that's media, man.
So true.
Like, it's not, like, not everything has to be, like, some artistic vision.
Yeah, sometimes it could just be cool.
Sometimes it's, yeah, sometimes it's okay to just
Be safe.
be entertaining, be cool. Like, it's like, I know, like, a lot of people...
Ah, the Yiga Clan!
A lot of people get annoyed. God, the Eagle Clan suck. I hate it every time I'm like, hey man, what's up? Oh, ah! No!
No!
I don't even have a sword right now, it broke! Fuck up!
I don't want to wait for animations.
But yeah.
I was not ready for this in the slightest.
So many people are like, oh, it's a good movie, you turn your brain off more, and people are like, oh, it's a horrible movie. It's like, no it isn't, it's fine. It's fine sometimes to turn your brain off. Like,
Yeah.
And it does suck that there's more movies that are like that. Like, there's more popcorn flicks in theaters these days. But it's also like, get over yourself.
A little bit.
Use your fucking, not the big beam, the fucking other ability.
Impulse. Impulse!
There you go.
Damn it, I missed my
Oh, you're gonna die.
No, I'm not!
Well,
I'm probably gonna die. I was not prepared for this boss fight at all.
you just kind of walked up on him.
I didn't know he was even here.
Thought to be a life blade.
Woo! Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That might be death. He kicked me in the face.
He'll do
Not,
that.
not cool, man.
He'll do that.
I don't want to do this boss fight.
I think it's part of the side quest.
It is not. Slaya dread Evis on the fields of Korova.
No, it isn't. Yeah, you can just warp there probably. Go to your map.
I can't. It's over there.
No, you can warp to a different spot though and not run past this fucker.
Well, he's farther away.
No, you go
To where? To the to here? The more to Tabor? But Tabor's a stupid name. Tabor these nuts.
It's where you were.
It sure was.
I don't know.
It seemed very far away.
Honestly, it's probably easier to... Well, you can't run through a building here, buddy. Zoom in.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Go that way.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah, you're gonna find a way to turn there.
That's the
Motherfucker, it's not mapped out yet. You gotta go this way.
It's the wrong way. This is... Look, I'm going... See how it's the numbers going up?
Shut up. You have to trust me on this one. Walk this way and you'll find a turn.
I don't know, the number's still going up. Maybe the chocobo will show me the way.
Oh, it's not how a chocobo works.
Chocobo! Oh look, the number's going down. I told you that was going the right way. Oh, no, it's going back up. I told you this was the wrong way.
Turn!
There's nothing over there. That's rocks.
Now
I can't
keep
go
walking
through rocks.
Keep walking
I
forward,
can't go through rocks, dude.
No, just keep going. I'm gonna hit him. Okay, now open the map again.
Well,
You actually went the wrong way.
you told me to go this way.
I didn't realize which way you were facing when you started going down that path. Because I wanted you to go down that little turd path there towards the Gilded
You see, I thought I was there.
path. That's what I thought too at first, and then I went, oh shit, you went the wrong way.
I told you this was the wrong way.
You're gonna die mysteriously on the way to Disney World.
On my birthday?
No, you're going to Disney.
We're going to Disney?
Someday.
For my birthday?
No.
Today?
No. To be fair, I wish, because I'm dying.
Chocobo, you need to calm down, dude.
Back to the stables, girl.
You can climb?
Okay. The other exit.
I understand.
Towards the story.
Oh.
Towards the story objective.
Whoa.
Why are you going up?
You told me to go towards the story objective.
Oh, is that the route up? No, the route is down there. It's down. It's under.
I can jump.
No, you
I
can't.
can do it.
There's a wall.
I hate that you can't jump down ledges in this game.
Well, some of them you can.
Like this one?
No.
Like this one?
No, when there's a fence, you can't.
You're being very...
It's like Minecraft.
You're being very loud.
That's not new.
Alright, you're being very aggressive.
To this
and you're
day, I'm
scaring
still
me.
surprised every time we're like, oh, it's good that Steve's further away from Mike because he's really loud. Because for like the decade, I was the loud one.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a hooded figure. May your heart be your guiding key.
Oh, wait, now I'm remembering something. I remember this being an annoying quest to get to because of the story quest kicking off.
Cyril. How fares
But
the
I don't
search?
Well,
I don't
Your
think
Grace,
it's gonna shove you
my
into the
report should
story.
be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And
Anything in the
duty
chat?
Of wardenship.
I saw a video of mods for
As
Mario
you
Kart 8
see, I've
Deluxe
been
where you can
reunited
have
with my
Lightning
first shield.
McQueen as your cart. They would do the same in Mario Kart
Light of the
World.
undying and bearing
Because Mario
of
Brothers
age.
Circuit feels like you're in
Charged with
Radiator
chronicling
Springs.
the deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield.
win the pistol.
Oh yeah, let's go to Disney and meet the mouse rat himself.
Archduke of
The
Ozark.
mouse rat?
Hi
Trusted Cyril here,
the
overseeing the investigation
Ha-ha.
into Ultima's origins.
Come, you want to take a
Findings from his
picture with
brothers and
me?
sisters afield are
And
delivered
here's
here
my
in
wife,
the collated
Mrs. Mouse Rat.
Hamburger.
Undying, are there?
Not nearly enough, milady.
The head's like at an angle. It's like falling off.
And here's my best friend,
That is,
Silly.
has ever been.
And my other friend Dave. Dave Duck. Dave Duck.
Hey, it's
You
me.
have your
Dave
associates,
Duck.
I have mine.
No one can
But you
understand
may now
him.
think of
No one
them
can
as
understand me.
ours.
And over there's some stupid human.
The Phoenix is our sun. Its radiance. It is from
What?
the darkness that we serve. Both him and now you.
You looking up Dave Duck?
Token.
Oh yeah.
A silly movie.
Oh yeah, Mr.
As long as you
Krabs.
bear it, members of our
Hello,
order
it's
will
me,
reveal
silly.
themselves unto you,
Guh-huh.
if there is nothing further.
No,
I gotta go to
you
the
are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Electrical wire
yeah,
concert.
I gotta go to the phone line concert.
It's a canva
The
there.
landline.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, instead of eye to eye, it's mouth to mouth.
I hate that.
You shouldn't.
You said
It's a really good song. I am staying right here. Please don't go to California. Mouth to mouth.
The free cities under sea.
Now we're kissing each other mouth to mouth.
There you go. Now you can go that way.
This, I don't know. This doesn't seem like the right way. You can't look at me like that.
The fucking
I'm calling HR.
the guy, the way the guy looks at SpongeBob when he's done
This
something.
is the right way, brother.
Oh.
And CA's holding the country. What did you do to my drink? You what? That's my the you what.
You what?
You what? That guy was fearing for his life that he's been poisoned. What did you do to my drink?
What did you do to my drink? We need, just because we meme it with him a lot, whenever we get back to writing really fucking dumb skits, we need to have one skit where we actually just have the exchange with Philip, just like, what did you do to my drink? I.
Now we have one common thing.
Yeah. So does
Inspired
every.
by it.
So does. So does every other millennial on the internet.
You
Grow up.
You guys don't get it. It's inspired by.
Have you ever been inspired before?
Yeah, you're inspired. Anyway, we have a new character.
SpongeBob.
That's funnier than any simile of SpongeBob I could come up with.
It's just SpongeBob.
That's just SpongeBob. That's just SpongeBob SquarePants. No, it's inspired
No, it's,
by.
it's inspired by him. Let me tell you about it. You'll notice the differences. So he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Is that AI art? No.
No.
It's inspired by art.
It's inspired by art. What I typed into the prompt was very inspired by the art.
Yeah. That was a big. You hit him in the ass and sent him flying. Nice on.
What? Okay. I impaled him into the ground and then Torgal made him ragdoll in the air.
Good boy.
Good boy. Nice ragdoll.
Good boy.
Good boy. The boy over here? Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. I wonder who voices the chocolate guy. That would be Mr. Lawrence. The guy who voices Plankton.
I want to buy some chocolates. He's so real for that.
Chocolate?
Finally! I've been chasing
Trying to
you guys all day!
Me with the Switch 2.
Maybe. But it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Oh no, we're doing Monster Hunter shit.
You got ya. You're playing Monster Hunter.
No, I don't want to play Monster Hunter. I want Capcom to make a new game.
Alright, he's making it 12.
Yay! Haha, just kidding. It's Monster Hunter 12. What, there's 12 of them?
But it's Mega Man DLC.
No!
I actually don't want Mega Man.
I want Mega Man X9.
Yeah, I want Next 9, I want Battle Network 7, I want Legends 3, I want literally anything other than the main Mega Man series.
Pretty much. I just want Mega Man to continue as it was. Awesome. And insanely difficult.
I get aggravating.
Yeah, pretty much. Ah, Mega Man 05.
They could.
Mega Man Star Force. Mega Man ZX3! Oh my goodness.
Playing Star Force again recently reminded me of how insanely easy Star Force is as a game.
I have never played it.
It's probably the easiest Mega Man game.
That's crazy.
It's insane to me because it takes after the Battle Network series, in terms of general gameplay loop, but it doesn't really there's some challenge in it, of course, but it's not hard to build a good deck.
Yeah.
And just go for the rest of the game for the most part. Whereas Battle Network, it's like your deck that you have for one fight sucks for the next one, and that's that way until like the final bosses of the game. Or if you're playing Battle Network 3, the bees. Base walks up like, Mega Man, you'll never beat me.
Bees.
Ah! Ah!
No! Shut up!
Bees.
No, shut up, Forte! Forte? Did you just detonate me? I gotta go back to Carl!
No, it was Forte. Oh no, Treble's the rat.
The rat?
His dog thing.
The rat? Peter does not know the difference between rats and dogs.
First of all, I know it's a fucking dog. I call it a rat because when I was a kid, I looked at it and said rat. I affectionately refer to it as a rat.
Okay.
It's like I call a GT Goku rat.
Okay. Peter does not know the difference between a human and a rat.
Jesus Christ.
Child Peter doesn't know the difference between a human and a rat. Anyway, have the save the skin.
You can't look at original Treble and his fucking little fucking nose that he has and be like, and not think, like, that guy looks like a fucking, like, he's not look like Rush.
I think you're one to talk.
Everything I'd hoped for and
I don't look like Rush. I look like a rat.
You look like a rat.
Misplaced.
What do you mean?
You must be a hunter of guns to have bested the beast.
Stop ratatouille.
Scratch.
Ratatouille me? Ratatouille me.
Rat-
Ratatouille me? Rat evolves into Raticate.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well.
Rat.
Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being
Checking
righteous.
Amazon.
For the Switch 2?
Yeah, for the Switch 2.
Can you buy one for me?
That would be so much money.
Yeah. Is it there?
No.
No. Why not?
They got tempered glass screen protectors.
For a console that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when they find out the size of the Switch 2, all these fucking screen protector companies are like, go!
Fuck!
Go, make it!
Go, go, go! Cut the glass! Cut the glass! Okay.
Okay, you don't yell at us.
Shut up.
We're 5 people in a small office space.
We're 3 Chinese children in a sweatshop. Like...
Bing Jillian, freeze.
No! No more Bing Chillin'!
That John Cena clip is so funny still.
I know.
It's
It's
him-
just so...
Them rapid firing off Chinese, and the one thing that I genuinely understand
Bing
is
Chillin'.
Bing Chillin'.
Well, it's because it's so, like, pronounced. Like, it honestly, like, sounds like to me just the equivalent of, like, Bing Chillin'. Bing Chillin'.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because it's like, it's a sign of him, like, being good at speaking the Chinese. Because it sounds like,
natural.
It sounds like a natural person. Like, if I went to China and someone spoke to me like that, I wouldn't understand them because that's how you would. That's like if someone from a country that doesn't understand English.
It's like they're speaking of Chinese to me or something.
It's crazy. No, but that's like if someone from like China came here not understanding English, and I talked like I do to you.
Yeah.
It's like you talk that fast, you can't. But the fact that he really held Bing Chilling.
Bing Chillin'. That was the day that I learned that Bing Chillin' means ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah. Well, it's also because like he holds up the ice cream and he's like, Bing Chilling.
Yeah. Like, you might as well just add the fucking vine booms.
Dude, and I've seen that edit. It's great.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
I mean, watching WWE 2K25 in story mode, they make the final boss The Rock and the final boss in story mode.
The others might be?
Because he made John Cena turn
If there was any trouble.
around.
Turn around,
We should hurry.
Turn around to Cena?
No, turn around, Cena. Do you not know the turn around, bright eyes? The song.
No.
It's the turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit. You never heard that?
No.
Really?
I've never heard that
That's
song.
crazy.
Are there side missions here?
There sure is. There sure
Sure.
Oh, jeez. I can't believe it. Jennifer
Jennifer
Coolidge is
Coolidge?
here, yeah.
I was gonna say like Jennifer
I
Coolidge.
can't believe I was in the Minecraft movie.
Oh my god, I really want to fuck that Minecraft.
I want to
guy.
fuck Squidward.
We'll need
Clive,
I want to fuck.
Your
I want to
timing is
fuck
impeccable.
Nimrod.
I want to put his...
That's his name.
The villager
Yeah.
is Nimrod.
Nimrod.
This movie sucks.
I
What
really
talents would
want to
those
see
be?
it.
Me too.
But now Thunderbolt's coming around. I gotta see that before I get fucking spoiled. I haven't been worried about spoilers in a Marvel movie in a very like I watched the post-credit scene of Brave New World online.
Yeah.
Like,
Two did a wave of chaos and confusion.
I want to put his
Randall has
nose
been
in my
particularly
pussy.
badly affected. Many of the
I want him to
capital's
go
bearers have lost their
in my
masters,
pussy.
taking
There's
the opportunity to flee them. None remain free
mute
from
the stream right now if you don't want Minecraft
Most find
movie
themselves under
spoilers.
the protection of the
Yeah,
Fist
mute it for
and
like...
get free.
I'll go like
The
this
army
when he's
too
done.
is
Yeah.
desolate.
And you've been
There's
looking to
a
buy
scene.
to make sure
There's
these
there's a
masters
post-credit
bearers
scene. There's a
remain that
mid-credit
way.
scene basically that
Precisely.
plays like he's like in a
It's the
small
perfect
box in the
opportunity to
credits.
free dozens
Actually,
more,
no, I think it plays
and for an
literally
attractive
mid-credits.
price,
But
yes.
there's a
So where does my
mid-credit
skill with
scene
the blade
where
Though we may have the funds to buy these bears,
where
we
the
have nowhere to
villager
house them.
now
So
speaking
we've
human,
been searching for a place where they can
voiced
be
by
useful.
Matthew Berry.
Somewhere far from the
Okay.
prying eyes
You know
of
Matthew
those
Berry.
who would see them enslaved
No.
once
He's the guy in
more. We believe we have found one.
IT crew and
A small hamlet
IT
hidden in
crowd
the
and
The place was
What We Do in the
abandoned a
Shadows.
long time
Mhm.
ago.
he's the funny British man
Men
who's
moved
just
out.
like, I'm
Yeah.
going to New York City. The guy that
Yeah,
pronounces
yeah.
everything in a funny way.
Yeah.
He's voicing the villager that scene. He's just like, we've when she hit me with her car, we crossed over the very fabric of communication. Now I speak human, and she speaks villager. And it cuts to Jennifer Coolidge, and she's like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie?
Like, what?
Like I saw that scene online, and I was like, what the hell?
I feel like I keep seeing Jennifer Coolidge pop up in places where she...
Before the wagons roll in.
Why is she here?
I'll do my
Her?
best.
She had a really funny interview moment for the Minecraft movie where it was her and Jason Momoa, and it was with BBC One,
All right.
and
Wish me
I
luck.
think they were talking about like fan interactions or something, and Jennifer Coolidge goes, this one time this kid came up to me and he goes, are you Jennifer Coolidge? And she was like, yeah, and he got really excited, and then he peed on my foot. And Jason Momoa was sitting there like,
Huh?
and both of them, him and the interviewer, were just like, no comment. Jason Momoa's just like, Jen really bringing her A game for BBC Radio 1.
I'll be taking you all to the storehouse in the
And Jennifer Coolidge is sitting there just like, she's just like, well, you know, you don't wanna ruin a kid's experience, you know, or something like that. Like you don't wanna.
You just gotta let him pee on you.
I'm pretty sure she like literally.
Sometimes a kid's gotta pee, and who are you to tell him
Also,
no?
spoilers done.
Oh yeah.
Before we part, I want you to know that though I may
I'm
not
sorry,
always have been your
a
most
kid
vocal
pees
member,
on her foot?
Well, she tells the story of a
as I
fan that
trusted
did
your
that.
predecessor.
I mean, like, when you?
Well, a kid. Listen, it's not.
I pee on the feet of every
The
celebrity
funny
I
bit,
meet.
the funny bit being like, it's an out of pocket thing to say in an interview.
Yeah, about the Minecraft movie?
It wasn't even about that. It was just a random interaction he had in the past.
Yeah.
But it's also not a wild thing for a kid to do.
Yeah.
Because little kids pee when they get excited.
Oh my god, it's Jennifer Coolidge!
Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose.
Uh-oh!
Sure of our cause.
Gotta go potty!
Uh-oh!
But there are those
The worst thing is that, like, that's, like, a very, like deep vocal stim for me.
I would place
Like, I've just seen that episode of Jimmy Neutron multiple
if I thought
times.
it would do them good.
Gotta go potty! Like, it's like back
Not
there.
likely to stay a safe haven for long.
No, it's not. It's gotta go potty!
And so, Clive,
Oopsie!
I find
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
you once more.
Is that
You take them to
the
your
toy?
Yeah, that's when Hugh gets a job making toys.
Yeah,
and Jimmy
and then
makes him
the
the toys.
giant tank one.
It was So the toy was a baby doll with a duck head.
Yeah.
And then the tank later.
Yes.
Because Jimmy remembered that was a function.
Yeah, for some reason.
And so the tank goes, gotta go potty. Oopsie.
And then dies.
And the pee short circuits it.
Bad design, Jimmy, honestly.
What the complete. Also, that brings me to a separate point. I never understood the selling point of baby dolls that
piss and shit?
Piss and shit.
Me neither.
I never got it. I never understood. Because it was always like, they were always marketed to little girls that that want to pretend that they're moms.
Yeah, even like, it's like, why would you want that part of it?
Yeah, exactly.
But even the ones where it was even just pets, where it's like, pick up their shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
like it's different for like a small Barbie dog one.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's tiny and the function is that you feed it and shit comes out. And like, that's weird, but it's tiny. It's an equivalent. The ones that really were like the trying to be realistic pet toys.
Yeah.
That had that function, and it's like, this is all they are. Because the Barbie one like came with a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
It was like a set. You get it. It's you have a Barbie doll to play with it as well. But all the other animal ones are like, this is it.
Yeah.
You're cleaning up after it.
Like the one where it's like they sit on the toilet and it's like, watch the yellow liquid go up. And it's like, okay.
Okay. And also,
thanks for giving me a baby doll where it's like appropriate for this little child to have her pants down. Like, it's weird.
It makes me look at it and go, I don't, what, is that just colored water or is there other shit in there?
Is that urine?
Well, no, it's also just like, is there like microplastics and shit in there? Like,
do I have pee? Did you sell me pee? You better not have sold me pee.
I'm gonna be pretty mad.
I'm gonna be pissed.
I wish a customer came into Best Buy and like was like punny with their anger, you know, like
you sold me pee.
Because I wouldn't know how to feel if a customer's giving me shit and then he hit me with a pun and like was like, huh?
Don't sell me pee.
I'm like, I sold you a TV. Did you
both?
Did you pee in your TV, sir?
Both T and V rhyme with P. Did you sell me PP?
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Oh man, I say this every time. I don't miss working at Best Buy.
Yeah.
So
who would?
I especially don't miss in appliances having to watch parents letting their little kids run rampant and touch the handles of all the fridges. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, because all I see is that one zoom in of like kid offering you a Cheeto and zooms on their hand and it's the fucking dirty fish hand from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It's the fucking. It's the same. It's Pearl's hand after she gets the cat shaken in. That's what I see when a kid is like touching shit in my fucking department. I'm like, no, it's gross.
Especially if their hand like touches you when you're like handing them something, and then you like stare at your hand like Patrick, just like.
If my boys didn't already have their hands full.
I don't know why it killed me. I'm just the idea of like, here you go, kid.
Here you go.
What do you say? Fancy leading a raid?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place
what I was
back.
saying, Phil.
And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Oh my god.
Why don't you go and talk to him?
Oh my goodness. Oh my stars.
It just.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right.
This is when we start doing the what really grinds my gears segment.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Or we just talk about shit that's weird.
Yeah.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
Okay. Time for your favorite GCN porn conversation.
Yes. Yes!
I love that.
Yeah!
I love it.
And you,
Listen,
Rosfield. And you.
I don't understand the obsession
She tells me her plans to
with
find East Pool.
with when someone's like
That's
like
right.
fingering someone in a
Though it was
porn and they
mostly her
decide to
idea.
take their hands out and go,
I rather fear my
"Ugh."
men have been treading on her toes.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
Not to mention
what are you selling me Nickelodeon gack? What are you
then there
fucking?
parents, men and women who found
What
the
are you-
courage to flee their
why are you
masters
doing
and
this?
sought refuge.
It really stretches!
Yeah, look at that viscosity.
I can think of worse places than East
That's too
Pool.
big a word for me when I'm jacking off.
Which is
You can't
why
say
I
things
agreed
like
to
that.
help you win it back.
I like the
That's very
implication.
kind of you. I'd be most
That is literally what they say.
with you beside
Just in the middle.
Ah, look at the viscosity.
running for the hills.
What's looking Bill Nye for?
Can you tell me?
Bill Nye the porno guy.
Fewer than a dozen
Look at the viscosity of this
And rather
pussy
less,
juice.
Porno
more
rules.
than likely still be crawling with a Kashik. A small
Titties
force would
rule.
suffice to clear the village.
Tits! Bill Nye the porno guy.
Between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into
Squirt
East Pool
is
with
just
you.
pee.
You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend.
That's what he says as his head's rotating by. Yeah. Squirt is just pee.
Can't ask you to borrow that yourself,
Boy pussy is just man ass.
if you're sure.
The cum coming from
I
the
shall summon my
tentacles
men
is
at once.
milk.
No need.
Bill Nye the porno
Go
guy.
ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right.
Oh my god.
I'll meet you at East Pool then.
Holy shit.
See you there.
The porn
And may
guy's so
victory await our
funny.
coming.
I don't know why, but squirt is just pee as the head rotates by. It's so fucking funny. Holy shit.
Oh man.
Oh man. By the way, credit to the shots where this squirt is going out and they keep the camera under and it like hits the camera. like
All right, did we get the shot? Yeah, we got the shot.
That's what it feels like. 'Cause it's like, damn. That's commitment to the craft.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
Goodness gracious. I shouldn't be allowed online.
I've been saying that for 15 years.
GCN's not 15 years old.
No, I mean just for myself in general. I shouldn't be
Okay.
allowed on the internet.
Alright, fair enough.
Not like as a personality, like
Just in
access.
general?
Yeah, access to.
I see you with your scepter.
I didn't used to weep this much. My lungs are fucked.
It's just because I'm too funny.
Bill Nye the Swedish guy.
Ew. Gross, 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 gross. Bill Nye the squeamish guy.
I'm gonna
be
throw
sick.
up.
That's the end of that then.
Ew.
I think
Speaking of tentacle porn.
I think it's always just the saying anything in the matter-of-fact tone with the head spinning by is the funniest shit. You could like
Somebody help.
fuel melts.
I love this inside job. Bill. Bill Nye the conspiracy guy. Hi.
I want to come in now. Bill Nye the freaky guy.
How about you take a seat right here?
Bill, Bill, Bill.
Do you think we'll get sued for this? Who cares?
I mean, I think we would if it happened.
What would we do?
Die.
It's already out there. It's already too late.
Oh man. Where were you when you first got this squirt?
On my computer, watching Squirt.
Yeah, like you're just going. Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Enhance.
Enhance. Zoom in. Enhance. That's coming out the urethra. That's just pee! I've cracked the code! There's no way. It cannot be possible. Hey. If not pee. It cannot be.
You're rolling the sheets.
Look inward and see that it must be so. You know that it must be.
There's a lot of the funny thing is, like, on the American end of like the porn industry, like, it's very like classic. Oh, this is some rented out space is filmed. They're filming this. You know, it's all very standard.
Yeah.
Right. I get so curious about the process of Japanese stuff because there's a lot of stuff in there where it's like, what was the process here? Like the train videos.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
are on a train. It's like,
yeah.
Magnificent display.
It's like, did you rent out this car? Like, what
Alright, is everyone on here
like knowing what's going on?
Because like
Put down more than a
some of those videos, like, there's so many people. It's a proper like looking like train.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just doing shit in the background, and I'm like, can you imagine being an extra and you just stand there like you're on your morning commute and some girl's getting fucked?
Yeah, you're just kind of like you're just like reading the newspaper, right? And you're just like,
will be living here, I assume. It might be best to send
The funny thing is they don't even do that. Like they're just
before any other unsavory characters move in.
I think the funniest ones are always like the extras that are like right next to it.
yeah.
So they're like sitting there like doing shit and they're just like getting like bumped into, but they're like not reacting. Honestly, it's pretty New York. You know what I mean? It's that vibe of just like, I don't have the energy to deal with this right now.
Without masters.
Stop.
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 I love this so much. Go somewhere else.
Sit somewhere else. You're bothering me.
It won't be easy.
You got.
I'm trying to watch
After
porn.
5 years of feasts and having their wicked way with the
Can that be our next skit? Guy sitting next to the porn happening.
those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bans, that is.
I guess it's a way to learn how they film that.
Pool rise again.
Bottles of Pete go to Japan explicitly to find out.
You want to know what grinds my gears about?
Dude,
about porn?
Can you imagine,
I'd
like,
Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts.
that would actually, I would watch that content. Just like, let's find out if this was made.
How do you do this?
Because I'd be so curious.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
If you need anything more,
is it a rented out train? Is it like,
Is it just one car?
is it a car that is like known to be where they film it, so people that are on it are like on it at their discretion? Because there's also people's faces are blurred out
True.
in the background.
That is true.
Which makes me think that they are not agreeing to appear like facially on camera. Which then adds more questions of, so is this just a car that they are aware this is happening on and just have to put up with?
Or are they censoring the faces to give that
To give the effect. Yeah, it's just such a, like, I look at it, I'm like, again, American porn is so bog standard.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know already. I also watched the X Hamster game show, which, if it still exists somewhere, we gotta watch it.
We gotta go on it.
what would you call it?
There was a moment, the form for the second season came out, and I looked at it, and I went, it would be so funny, but, like, how much would I be able to put up with?
What would I be willing to do?
Yeah, like,
for
how
a bit?
far would I go?
See, that's an experiment within itself. You sign up, you get on, and then you see how much. Like for you personally, it's how far am I willing to go for this bit?
Over a bit? Because, like, do I want people to see my ET looking ass body?
Thank you, Martha.
Ouch. Why are you doing an ET impression? I'm not. I'm 28. 29.
I'm not. I've come 4 times in a row. I'm in so much pain. Ouch.
You wanna know what really grinds my gears?
But that's where I learned. That's where I learned about fluffers.
I learned about that in film school.
you ask one of your film school teachers how they filmed the train stuff in Japan?
If I had contact with any of them, I would.
I don't think I would actually want you to.
Hey, you know when you're like filming porn in Japan that you do all the time?
Oh man, it's also like, you know what's funny too? Well, I guess it's not funny in hindsight. Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what's not funny at all?
You know what's crazy is that is a genre of Japanese porn because it happens, or that it has happened.
The molesting on the train.
Yeah, like it has happened at such a point and such a rate. I'm not gonna actively say that it happens, like at an alarming rate still, but it happened at an alarming rate at a certain point for it to become a genre.
Yeah, you can say that about any genre.
But it doesn't have. But we don't get American porn like that really. Like there's some if you fly, if you look.
Yeah.
But it's not like an average genre here.
Yeah, it's not like typical.
Right. Like don't get me wrong. There's some.
That's like saying like.
There's some similar tone shit.
Yeah.
But it's not specifically piles of train.
Lots and lots of trains.
Lots of trains. Lionel come back. Lionel come back. Lionel come back. Lionel come jar. Lionel come jar.
No, not the cum jar. No.
I'm on the Lionel going back. Just to...
Can I just jump off the bridge? That's terrifying. Knowing that I have to go down there and just seeing that. Jump down.
I just think, oh man.
Lionel, come back. Lionel,
the other
come
day,
back.
I
Save
think...
your cummies. Save your cummies.
I'm not gonna have a voice after. I feel like I never have a voice after a 16 stream. I start wheezing so. This stream used to be very somber, and it was the VOD stream because it was a very like quiet. And then at some point, we just gave up all pretense.
Yeah.
And it got really. This was like the most unhinged. Like we made the joke about Digimon Cyber's getting unhinged, but this is genuinely one of the most unhinged streams I think we've ever done.
Yeah.
Is episode 16. Because I know it's a VOD stream.
So true. So true, bestie. Whoa! Sorry. I was expecting the hit. I thought that the dodge would like be epic enough to make that noise, and it just didn't happen. Literally nothing happened. It was like, whoa!
Yeah, it's the sound I made when I do the cha-cha slide.
Slide to the left. Oh! Slide to the right.
You're the most annoying person in the cha-cha slide.
Crisscross! Wow! What?
Everyone's like,
what's that guy doing?
what the fuck is that guy doing?
Let's get this over with.
Everybody clap. No, no, no!
Scratching my foot is real itchy.
Daddy?
Do you have that thing?
You know what really grinds my gears about porn?
Do you have that thing with when you're if the foot gets itchy, right? Top of the foot, whatever. Bottom foot sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I had I bought like an electric razor that I didn't use any of like the head attachments for, and I used those for like the bottom of my foot. Like I had one at my bedside. I would scratch my foot with like one of like the razor like the
scooters.
Yeah, I won't fucking razor scooter. Scratch on my foot. No, but you know the things like to get at different levels of weird, you know.
Yeah. Like the guides.
Guides, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would use a guide because it would just be like a fork thing basically, and it just. But like, dude, it sucks. And then like, you know, if you're in bed and you're like foot such age, you go to scratch it with like your fucking just your other foot, you just use your toe or whatever.
How do I get?
Damn near break my fucking toenail on the bottom of my foot.
How do I get there?
What do you mean?
How do I get here?
Over there.
Over where? Oh.
See a tiny little... Not there.
No, this.
Yeah, little,
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Peter, why'd you tell me to go the wrong way?
Another thing about porn. No.
You know what really grinds my gears about porn?
Bad acting.
Oh, yeah. The acting being abysmal sucks.
I gotta tell you, like, I know that, you know, you've said you've aligned yourself with
Aaron?
With Aaron with the muting.
I felt so seen.
But I also gotta tell you, like, sometimes it's part of it for me, is the audio.
It never is for me.
Yeah, no, sometimes...
I want that bitch to shut up!
But like, I also am mostly watching... It's mostly... I usually watch mostly Japanese stuff. where it's better.
Yes.
They're better.
Yeah.
At it.
I will
like most acting scenarios.
I will 1,000% take fucking kind of shit. Then like, yeah, you like these big titties over here? You like them? How does it feel on your big daddy cock?
What was the Patrick vibes that it? Big daddy cock.
The owner of the big daddy cock. Get in my asshole. Womp, 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 womp.
But yeah, no, dude, it's so fucking. It's.
God,
is
that guy's name Peter? Oh, wow. Porter.
Robin?
Same thing. Peter Porter. Peter Porter. Pick the Porter. Peter
but, like,
Porters.
it's like, I don't know which is worse. I don't know whether, like, apathetic acting in Porter was worse or overacting.
I think overacting.
I think overacting
because it makes me laugh. And if I'm laughing, I'm not coming.
Yeah, but the apathetic is kind of funny too sometimes.
So true.
Because they'll be like, what are you doing?
This must have been a nice place once.
Big bro.
What the fuck?
Can I tell you?
It's like, put a little bit more in it.
From the very little I've seen of it, time stop porn fascinates me. Hold on. Hear me out.
No, go ahead. Cause listen, yeah, I agree.
Like in the acting aspect.
Yeah, but also
I watch it for the. I don't watch it for the plot. I watch it for the acting.
I don't watch it for the plot either.
Because it's just like
but that's crazy, right?
These women are getting like fucked, right? And they just do nothing.
Yeah. And it kind of makes me like, it's kind of like finding out Santa isn't real, because it kind of gives the vibe of like, do they not get anything out of it? You know what I mean? Like, because it is, because you're seeing it.
Well, it's not even like, do they get nothing out of it? Which, like, yeah, sure, like, I get it. Like, that could be the thought, but it's like, not even like a reaction to being fucking penetrated.
I think the funny ones, to me, with that, is always when like, so it's funny, because I think the ones that, like, get me are always when, like, if they're nearby the actress enough with, like, the camera, you'll hear, like, little, like,
you want me to keep fucking you?
I'm so glad you brought that up, because I fully agree, because it's, like, crazy. Like, that's really solid acting, if I'm being honest.
Do you want me to keep fucking you?
Those actors would be really good at acting dead in a movie.
Put them on CSI Miami.
Like, because they don't even move to
Is
breathe.
CSI?
They don't even visibly breathe.
Yeah. Is CSI still on?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure some form of CSI is on.
CSI Miami is like over, right? Though
I think.
CSI Crime Scene Investigation. I know Law & Order SVU is like on season 40,000. Fuck, dude. These guys gotta get out of the air.
There's so much Japanese stuff that's just like a weird sex game show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this televised? What is this?
Or there's like the ones where it's like there's like the really famous one where it's like, contestants, you have to fuck one of these 4 women behind these things. One of them is your mom.
My favorite is the English translated titles.
Yeah.
Of them. I think my favorite pastime is finding Japanese old video like titles. Because they're
love
so
it when
long
it's like,
and they're so absurd.
I also love it when it's like something like where it's like your business senior bitch son fucking, like whenever they do like a slutty girl or like a gyaru, it's like they always put bitch.
This has always been my favorite thing about GCN.
Yeah.
Windows open.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bitch. Bitch.
I love it. It's great.
Pussy.
Doesn't affect me because
I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's like I don't live here, so like I
don't talk to the neighbors.
I don't talk to my neighbors, but like it's like I could walk away from this and not be at the source of the sound. It won't matter. But dude,
I'll just be like, get out of my house.
but yeah, it's always
Hi, Steve.
Hey Steve. It's always
Something
my
like
favorite pastime is like reading those titles and being like, what the fuck?
Hell, there's that classic video of Filthy Frank rapping them.
Oh yeah.
The pink guy.
Thank you.
Like, retarded boy comes until he dies.
Oh, and then like there'll be like uploaded clips on like other sites that are like just clips from hentais, and
Yeah.
then like, but they title them like chavs. So it'll be like, what the fuck? I'll click it and be like, I've seen this. Like in a full, I've seen the full.
Yeah.
Like if
I think it's not called this. This is Mommy Milker Mania. Not...
It's done.
Mommy Milker
Oh my god.
Is this Steve's new cover?
I should go and let Eloise know.
Steve, can you make Mommy Milker Mania?
Mommy Milker I'll draw the art.
I'll provide vocals.
I'll explain everything once you've finished.
Right. We'll speak then.
Oh man.
What?
You just put lol. Oh my god.
Steve, I want Mommy Milker Mania on my desk.
Eloise, just got back from cash.
What would that even be? That's up to you, my guy.
That's
You're the music guy.
creative thinking, you know?
Thank you for your trouble.
Think outside the box.
Cover
Well,
music only from hentai
You have
games.
laid the groundwork for our little project.
I can send you some.
I suppose we need to finish the job.
Music?
The first thing
No.
we need to do is make sure our offer for the bears
Dude, I was
is
playing. Oh my god, I found like the most
Still in
game one
negotiations.
that there's ever
Okay.
been. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the
like
whole-
an actual game and
the
not just a
purpose-
visual novel.
Right, the purpose of the Hentai Baby folder is to only purchase hentai games on Steam
That are actual
that
games.
are like
Suppose
mostly
it's
games. Like
expected.
the exclusions
This is
are
the
like
army we're dealing with.
visual novel wise, like
That's what they
Necopara,
do.
Yeah.
because it's like that's a famous one.
Yeah.
Like ones that are like this is like a big one.
Stuff like Honey Pop,
Or
where
like
there's an actual fucking
Honey
game
Pop
to it.
is also like that
It
runs-
blurs the line.
It blurs the line because some of them get repetitive.
Yeah.
But they're in there. But recently I played one called I can't remember what the first part is, but it's like Tennis Angels,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a hentai game where you play tennis.
Yeah.
The story being that you are a perverted coach trying to fuck the whole tennis team.
Whoa.
Clive,
Here's the
What a
thing.
power dynamic.
Here's the thing.
Talk.
The tennis section.
the man I was watching
He's like,
earlier, the one speaking
I
to my
spent like
sister.
20 minutes on one
He
like
represents the
rally,
Silver
on like
Peak
one like
Consortium
back and
Islands.
forth. Like I was fighting for my life in tennis.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Yeah, right.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has.
Yeah.
They operate across the length and breadth of
Yeah,
the
I was
Republic,
fighting for my life in the tennis
and they're
section.
still expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I was like,
Been
this
trying
is
to
like,
get Eloise
I was
to
like, when do I
join
get to
the ranks
Goon?
for some time.
I'm fighting for my life here.
Judging
Where's
by
the
what you
reward?
mentioned earlier,
There was
I'm
at one point
afraid
because
she
I
had
bought
half
it
a mind to
while in a
accept the
call
latest
with
offer.
like
You'd rather she
Jordan
didn't.
and
I
our
would
other the
rather
other
she did
Brandon,
what makes
Yeah.
her happy.
not JCM Brandon, the other
And I
Brandon.
would never deny
And
her
they were
such
like,
an opportunity.
and Brandon was like,
Saved
you
me from
just
saving
stream
you.
it, and I was like, I can't. I
On
sure.
what?
So I streamed on
On Discord, yeah.
streamed on Discord, and it gets to a sex thing, a sex moment, and of course I'm just gonna like rapid click through it. I'll goon later, but
You don't want to goon with the boys?
but then Brandon goes like, all right, I'm getting out of here. I'm not literally watching little porn with you, and I went, okay.
You asked.
But then I shit you not, the next scene I'm like, I mean Brandon, like if you want, I'll just it literally says, do you want to watch the scene? I can skip the scene, and Jordan goes, no, play it.
Oh my god. That goes hard.
I
No.
nearly lost
Play
it.
No.
And I think at one point he just went, well, was like, well, you bought it for this. Watch it.
Enjoy it. In fact, I ain't getting out of bed until you start gooning. Right now.
I had better get back to work.
Are you gooning?
These bearers
Have you
aren't going
gooned
to do
today?
themselves. That's
I
a
want
job
you
for the Crimson Caravans.
to goon.
You can't say that. You can't do that.
Mikey, I hope you put this on the out of context. I want you. I regret my actions.
Yeah?
No,
Oh,
I don't regret anything.
okay.
Except, like, I don't know, being alive.
You will.
It's because I know Mikey. He's not going to put the thing I said on the out of context. He's going to put me telling him to put the thing on out of context.
There's a quote from one of the recent Japanese barbecue with the boys
Yeah.
that I think was really like I have to go find it real quick. So we're talking about the cosplayer Jenny from Anime NYC that we go to every
Not
year.
GCN Jenny, but
Right. And you know how she turned the comments off on the TikTok of me getting slapped.
Yeah.
Because she,
because people were being mean to you.
And Rob goes,
but like you didn't give a shit. You thought it was really
Rob
funny.
goes, she probably didn't want to get canceled. And I go, yeah, that makes sense. And he goes, I mean, she doesn't know you. And I go, she will.
I gotta get out of here.
I was so drunk. But dude, Drunk Pete still gets some bangers in there, man.
Oh, she will.
She will. Just that. Everyone. She will.
Quentin has asked that you come with me.
Christ. You can take that as threatening, but you can also take it as me being like, I'm gonna.
It's a safe place. I can take
I'm gonna get her number. I'm gonna flirt my ass off. Like,
have you gooned today is wild. It's a legitimate question. Honestly, everybody should be asking their boys if they gooned today.
We owe him our lives.
Look to your left.
We ain't
Look
about
to your
telling
right.
him what he's
Have they
doing.
gooned?
Either of those men could have
He's saying
gooned.
we ain't safe in
Have they
this
today?
anymore.
You should ask them.
It's 'cause he ain't
Yeah, there was my favorite from a Drunk Lethal Company night. Trump can put tariffs on my fucking cum.
I only hope you can see this through to the end.
All I can do is jerk off or jerk someone else off. That's a me quote, apparently. I don't know.
They're the only two state of beings.
Jarvis! Here's another one. Jarvis, come down my throat.
They've gone with Master.
I don't remember this part in the quote. Jarvis, come down my throat. Ah, the Richard Simmons protocol, sir.
I've just come from the Justice's manor.
I don't remember seeing the Richard Simmons protocol, but I guess I did.
Just the black shields protecting the place.
Also, from February 22nd, 2025, that was hearing a scratching noise on a wall by us. Oh, I think from the escape room.
I'm gonna fucking die.
That was the imp trying to scratch itself out of my asshole from the inside out. I wasn't even drunk at that point.
Escape rooms are crazy.
I'm available for free.
What?
Where is this man?
Oh, that was during the gayest car ride you've ever seen. You've heard of that, right?
I kind of.
Where we just went, for some reason, we went down this horrific rabbit hole of being really gay.
Yeah.
That was when your parents being like, shut up.
Shut up. You know the doors are open, right?
Peyton says, these fucking aliens are trying to make me straight. I respond, the next quote right under that is, it's not my first day.
It's not my first day.
Not my first dick.
Oh. Oh my god.
Kevin quoted himself. I'm sorry they are being extra homosexual tonight. My response, don't judge me for who I am.
Good god,
Don't
man.
touch my fucking face. Rob, I'm viewing you.
I'm what?
I'm
viewing
viewing you. Like, you was,
Yeah. You.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Going down the quotes channel in our
It's
Discord is
always
so
a treat.
fucking good, man. Holy shit.
It's always a treat, man.
That's in all caps on December 21st from Peyton. I love cum.
Good for him. I'm glad he knows what he loves.
Holy shit. Oh, that was a great Rob one. Discord might be encrypted, but I'm not. Holy shit.
Quentin, are you all
I
right?
can't, dude.
No. But I am alive.
Oh yeah, the anime NYC quotes are great.
Oh, always the best.
Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
Yeah, where I quoted Jordan, I'm sitting right now, I can't stand.
All the way.
I'm about to make a name for myself. Jordan replied to that going, I'm so fucking cool. Oh man. All laying in bed going to sleep. Jordan hears someone chewing. Danny, are you fucking eating?
Dog.
Yeah, the mozzarella sticks. It's like 3 a.m.
I can like hear it.
It's like just a pitch
Danny,
black hotel room.
Danny, are you fucking eating? Yeah, mozzarella stick.
They like got back from the after party, right? It's like 3 a.m. They all sit down. They're all fucking tired. Danny, you fucking eat. Yeah, mozzarella stick. I think the rest of that is that afterwards they heard him sipping a drink. Yeah, the mozzarella stick. Oh, the quote that made Rob laugh so hard. It was while I was speedrunning Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yes.
Do you know who I am? And then I just morphed it into do you? And Rob has that as his own personal soundbite. It's not in the Discord server, though I really wish it was. It's his own personal one. And every now and then I'll just hear do you? And I try to fuck with him a bit by replicating it perfectly. That's up there with the extremely clean edited version of I want to grab my ears and fuck my butt. The fact that was supposed to quote a different Goofy meme, but I fucked up the quote, which suddenly did make it my quote.
Yep. You did it.
Oh no!
It's yours and all yours. No! It cannot. Don't tell me it cannot be so.
Oh man! Oh, I gotta go find. I'm so glad I need this still. I have to go to the quotes in a new list.
Oh my god! Some of them are so fucked.
Where the fuck? Fuck. Where's the quotes channel? In this fucking server. Memory, there it is.
If only we'd arrived
earlier. Peter talking about hitting up the hose at Anime YC. Listen, I'm on the prowl this time, motherfucker.
Is it over?
Right after that.
It is.
11 p.m. My port addiction is gonna go apeshit.
Begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Oh,
is this Hannibal Lecter?
No, that's the fucking guy from the town.
I know, but he's talking like Hannibal Lecter right now. I ripped his guts out and ripped him ear to ear.
I'm a sexy girl and I know it.
Is that you?
What is?
Yeah, that's July 6th, 2024.
Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost.
I can't read that one.
So that I might take another. Quentin.
That was from the night at Kevin's we were playing Jackbox.
I remember that.
As I've never struggled more.
You are alive.
There's something so foreboding about you reading, after everything we've said today, you reading a list of quotes and be like, I can't say that.
I think I almost got grinded on by a dude at the after party. Me. Jordan responds, yeah, I believe that.
And I hate to say it, but
This is 2023.
there's more bad news. It's Lost Wing. It's been flooded.
If you're gonna kill yourself, at least have fun with it. Me. November 5th.
Goodness gracious, man.
That's a classic. Played a game of Heads Up with custom words. I have the phone, the word that pops up is Jordan's name. Everyone
Racist.
Points
right?
at him. Racist?
Yeah. Everybody points at Jordan and you go, racist?
That was the funniest fucking thing ever, dude.
Dude, Heads Up with like most crowds, not a fun game. Heads Up with our crowd is the best.
I just think the fact that you all pointed at Jordan, I just went, racist.
No! Jordan, by the way, who is like comatose.
Nothing sobers me up like sucking dick. Me, July 2nd, 2024.
I think I remember that.
Same night, yeah.
Yeah. I remember you saying
Sucking
that.
dick with the boys. Why'd they have to put a pee hole in the popsicle?
Akashic shit out of my fucking keyhole, dude. Oh!
Kevin, yo, I'll give it to Scatthorn. Jordan's like, what the fuck? Kevin's like, needed to be there. Won't clarify.
I'm so confused.
And I'd forgotten the original context. I was there.
I'm appalled.
Holy shit. Sorry. I gotta stop doing this. It's just too good, man.
There's too many good quotes.
There's too many good. Like if you ever want a good time, make a quote like keep quotes of your favorite.
Yes,
because
definitely.
It is some of the best fucking comedy you'll get.
And some of the like you'll know at the time what will be funny, and the funniest ones are going to be, why the fuck did we say that? What was happening?
Or it's either why the fuck did we say that, or of course I said that.
Yeah.
That's so me.
Or like, did I really say that when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that.
I think my favorite one is the Richard Simmons protocol, sir, because I completely forgot that part.
Yeah.
I do remember saying, Jarvis come in my throat. I do remember saying that because it was part of the whole Iron Man and Marvel Rivals meme. But I don't remember, the Richard Simmons protocol, sir. That's good.
That's so
pretty,
funny.
That's pretty funny.
The Richard Simmons
protocol, sir. I can't.
That's really good.
Oh, Steve Sage for the chat.
Oh, trust me, I have one, and they're all out of context. I wasn't aware. Do I have quotes in there?
It's just criminalizing you.
That's fair.
Yours aren't funny. They're just incriminating.
Yeah, they're just like, wow, if you really read this, like, Bottles might be a pedophile. Like,
you could have gone anywhere else.
Listen, that's like the most cancelable thing. It's like the hot new thing to cancel.
Hot new thing. It's not how I would describe it.
Yeah, it's not hot and it's not new.
not new. Barely a thing.
I mean, it is a thing.
It is a thing.
Not a good thing.
It is an abstract concept.
Quentin, look at me.
Hot? No. New? Absolutely not. That's a tale as old as time.
It's that hot new abstract concept that everyone's following.
You know that new abstract concept you've been trying to come up with? Well, watch this. Watch this with a...
Holy shit.
There's screenshots from the group chat. Well, I'm not aware of any of them. We
No.
don't have a quotes channel.
It's funnier if
it's funnier if you have access to it.
It's funnier if you type the quote in and put the name of the person, the date, and
the time.
Like it's a quote. You're not screenshotting. You're quoting. It's because you go through it, and
especially if you're not quoting yourself.
I think it's the effort. Right.
Yeah.
I have a fucking stake in that, especially the Anubis one. But I'm a quote machine. I say some real fucking heinous shit. And the funniest part is that like the Trump can come in my it was the Trump can tear up my fucking cum. I was sober.
Yeah.
So it's not always drunk. Sometimes I just have just a little nugget of...
Sometimes you just have like that magic spark in you, dude.
It just hits, man. Oh, man.
Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than
I just love those Iron Man memes. Those are fucking great.
Jarvis?
Jarvis, check me off at 130 BPM.
As you say so.
And I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right?
I've been
Dude, it was so funny playing Ralph the other night, and the Iron Man started getting freaky on me, and I was like, oh, I'm getting freaked on, and I started using Emma Frost fucking like melee attack, which is her like doing like a mental like wave in front of her. So it's just Iron Man's fucking doing this in front of me, and Frost right in the crotch. And Iron Man starts using the Yuta beam like he's coming. This was in comp. I think this was like like one of our first matches out of bronze. We were in silver and they're getting freaked on in Spawn. And I'm like, this is silver, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It is
Oh, fuck. What were you gonna say? I don't remember.
Again.
Great.
Building new Lost Wing. Right here in the bales.
Are we still talking?
Oh, God.
Stop looking at me.
A fresh start.
A festa.
Clive looks weird.
One life ends, and another begins. Why, just a village. We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please.
Yeah.
I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice.
In fact, I'm going to start reviewing things.
We are family.
I'm going to make 8-hour-long videos about iCarly.
When?
Quentin reviews. My boss.
Permit me to withdraw on the request. I will no longer.
Yeah,
need
yeah.
your
Tangentially
looking
connected
after
to
my
the
people.
stream. No, that's
Asked.
great idea.
I'm sure he's real.
You must be
I'm sure he's
rewarded
real
for
happy
your
about that.
efforts on our behalf.
After the heinous things we've
You
said today.
saved my life twice
That's a
over.
bit. I'm just an honest man, and there's not honestly there's nothing funnier to me than
Bottle or two
like
of your
porn.
finest red will suffice.
Yeah.
Because it's so like
It's universal.
It's so demonized a lot.
Yeah.
But then like if you go into it and you really like it's like when you're not trying to get something out of it and you're looking back,
I look forward to
it's
it.
some shit is just so
It's
crazy
so
and-
absurd.
and absurd. Yeah, like
I'll never get over, and this is mostly ads. I know we love talking about our porn ads.
love porn ads.
But like they're like the silent ads.
It's
that are
an
like
industry
the
I
gifs
never
on the-
want to die.
No.
Yeah.
It's like the gifts that are on the sidebar
Uh,
where it's like they pull down the pants and the dick just goes like, and they're like,
my favorite are like the 3-frame ones where it's like an animated girl just whipping her tits out, but it's like 3 frames just. It's the shit that you tune out because you're just scrolling.
yeah.
But then every now and then you catch it
And you're like,
what the hell?
I started getting this is not a dating site again.
Yeah.
This is not a
Dude,
dating site.
the ones that get me are the ones that are just like chatterbait footage.
Yeah, and it's like, well, that's not funny.
No, dude, did I tell you one of the ones I had recently? It kept the chatterbait. It was just the empty chair because they were like away from the
Oh my
screen.
god.
But it just so happened that that's where the ad cut in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I loaded it and I clicked the video and just went. Not even there?
Okay.
Skip, I guess, but come on.
What do you try harder? Do better.
I think I nearly died laughing like in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're gonna do 9:30 right now.
Uh-huh.
I know it's 5 minutes early.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do 9:30 right now because we have to take a break to go do something.
Oh, okay.
We will be back
Oh, okay.
soon.
Oh,
But
okay.
if we were to leave now, we would miss 9:30.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to miss 9:30 on my birthday.
It makes it seem like it's gonna be different.
Yeah, it's just gonna be the same. Honestly, yesterday's was better.
Dude, you bash it in was the funny. I think it's the funniest 9:30 we've ever had. It's 9:30.
What if it happened again? But I'm standing here.
I'd have to question which one's a skinwalker. It's like Rob's bit where he's like, Peter, that's not me. He's like outside the car.
Peter, that's not me.
Peter, that's not me. No.
Everybody pretend it's 9:30.
Everybody pretend. It's my birthday.
Pretend it's 9:30. Dropping in to say happy birthday. Thank you, comic fan. Thank you so much. Anyway, we'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
We'll be back. love the popping.
I love this suddenly I'm standing. I think it works better because you were sitting.
Yeah.
Suddenly I'm standing.
There was a really good one the other day when I think it was Jenny and I were playing Ebe, and I went on BRB to go get Jess dinner, and right before the BRB screen came in, Jess was standing behind us. So when we came back, it was like Jess was standing behind us and then gone. What? By the way, I want to hear something wild. I was looking on Facebook just doom scrolling, and then I came across an advertisement for an art class, and their advertisement used AI art.
Oh yeah, I think you posted it in Discord because I think I just saw it before.
Oh boy, I love AI art.
Who said that?
Comic fan.
Get him out of context.
No, don't get me out of context. That'll actually make me want to kill myself.
Wow, huge jump.
It's that easy.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Oh.
So if you ever want to murder
is like
me,
that this whole time,
I could have just did that.
I've been planning Wile E. Coyote style traps.
That he somehow, like, this is the most clumsy dude on the face of the planet. Somehow he hasn't sprung any of them.
You can't even hold things.
This one time,
Sure, I can't hold
this
things.
one time, I put a rock at the top of a giant cliff, and when I went to push it, the mountain moved away from the rock. The rock stayed in midair.
How did that happen?
And then when I went to look under it to be like, how? Then the rock fell on me.
And then one time I painted, like, a tunnel on a rock wall, and he just ran in.
He ran in.
How?
The Tesla didn't make it through, but
But he did. What are the implications of that? Where did he go?
I think the Fairly Odd Parents one has it beat. Like it's a reference to it, but yet it's somehow funnier because it implies that a fake Trixie now exists. And it's like, what the fuck?
Like, are there just two Trixies now? Trixie and ice cream.
Oh, two of my favorite things.
Ice cream and puss.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, probably. I know Timmy Turner personally.
I talk to him on the daily.
Yeah, I actually talked.
10-year-old.
I actually talked to Bitch Fartman yesterday. Is that a Mimi? Yeah.
Is that a yeah or no?
Oh, okay.
Mimi,
I do the same thing Shion does to me now. I pick her up.
Squirm. Squirm. Are you gonna lay on the table like you did before?
Do you want that orange lollipop?
When did you lay on the table?
Earlier today.
Oh.
What are you doing, Mimi?
Sniff.
Anyway, welcome back to the VOD.
I'm waiting for her to try to hang off the microphone.
She does try to do that sometimes.
So true.
The warm PS5 that we're using.
Yep.
It's fine. It's always on anyway.
So true. Where are you going?
I was gonna put my thing down, and then I was like, I have a shirt pocket, I can put it in. I'm gonna do the rest of the stream like Miss Bellum.
Okay.
Hey guys.
I hope you do.
You have to go call the Powerpuff Girls.
That's not Miss Bellum.
No, he's Miss Bellum. I'm the mayor. Because I'm short and
Who elected you?
stupid. You don't need to get elected.
Mayor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know who that's. I don't know. What?
What is it? What is it, Miss Bellum?
You know. Put on a lot of weight.
Well, you gotta stop eating the Wendy's.
Apparently I do.
I think I'm the only one here right now. That's fair. Why did that not come up in the actual chat? I don't know.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Alright. Close the door.
Close your door.
I would have laughed so hard if you went to close the door.
You have to
and
open
that's
it
what,
in probably 1 minute anyway.
and that's when you...
Well, it's not all the way closed.
Oh, you gotta close the door, and that's when Thomas walking
Yeah,
over
the
with this-
Clonk.
You just hear a, ah!
It's everywhere. I gotta go downstairs to get more soup. I gotta go to the soup store. I gotta go to the clothes store.
Because I got soup all over my clothes.
What the hell?
Sounds like thunder.
I didn't realize you like threw something, so I was just like, what the hell?
Your butt.
That's my to-do list.
Yeah, your to-do list is
We're
butt.
starting to think
Go.
you'd stumbled
Bye-bye.
off
I seem to recall that.
Give me that. I need that for physical therapy.
You're bringing me back to the first time I got drunk.
Any trouble?
Bringing
I
you
don't
back to when you were
understand.
born.
I'll have to tell you off stream because it involves redacted.
I knew you'd come.
When redacted tried to redact me.
Is that who I think it is?
You alright?
Yes.
What happened?
Something fell over.
Allow me to
Oh, is it the
introduce
tripod?
my brother,
Probably.
Joshua.
Because I moved a pillow.
Glad
So
to
I
know
went
all
out
about
the
you.
other day, and
How
you
are
will
you
not
listening
believe
most
how
of the
many
time?
times I heard
Name's
someone
Mitty
yell,
Dog.
"Chicken jockey."
Everyone
No.
calls me
I
Mitty.
will believe it.
I do believe it because children exist.
I exist.
Why are you?
Hey,
Chicken Jaggy.
How old are you?
4. Well,
Yeah.
7.
Fuck. That's right.
You're 7?
7.
Yeah.
I thought you were 6.
Nope.
No.
You turned
I do
7.
this. Trust me. I do this every time.
Turned 7 last year.
Yes.
You do what every time?
Oh yeah, Uncle Byron's seen Josh alive again for the first time.
You did
It's
7 every time.
really you. I never thought I'd see that.
There you go.
Who is it?
You're such a butt.
If you were like a minute earlier, the door would have closed on you holding the soup, and I was like, that would have been crazy.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned.
I don't know how I would have reacted if I saw one frame of you before the door closed.
Did I miss anything funny? No, this is a GCN stream. Nothing funny ever happens.
Yeah, just cursed. Mostly cursed.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
what of the city? The people? Dead, mostly.
Damn.
Mostly, but not all.
Man.
A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stone place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long.
Crickle that any ladder?
You probably do.
Propose.
It's like me when I'm like, it's like me when I'm on Discord. Like, I'm gonna get a snack real quick, guys. Go grab a bag of chips.
You probably could.
It's always the kind of thing where like sometimes you try to be quiet and it makes it worse.
Yeah, it's like having a backpack in like middle school.
Understood.
And you're
Zip!
like, yeah, you're like, let me do this gently so it's quieter. And it's the loudest zipper you've ever had.
The Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Yes, he did.
I definitely did.
No, but you weren't allowed to walk around.
No,
remember?
but
There's-
Survivors didn't
All right.
They'll never
In
know.
middle school,
No,
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 you
you
were
weren't.
good.
But
Right,
the
right.
binder still works.
Yeah, the zipper
But the
binder.
backpack is more general for the example.
It doesn't get
You were
herself
not
into
allowed to
trouble,
have backpacks in middle school.
That's not every
Stay in
middle
your
school.
locker.
It's not every middle
Stop me,
school.
Byron.
That's Lord
For some
Rosfield,
reason, you
your
can
little
have one in
gutter
high
snipe.
school.
Because they realized that was a stupid rule.
Dude, middle school. That's why I was running most of the time because I wanted water, and they wouldn't let that. At one point, they would stop letting us bring water bottles into the class.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I
towards
remember that.
towards the end of middle school,
Why?
You too.
because people like spilled their drinks or something,
That's their problem.
and they got to a point where they're like, no more drinks at all.
Because at a certain point, middle
I'm
school.
dehydrating.
At a certain point, middle school just kind of became, what can we take away from the students today?
Yeah.
Because there are a bunch of power-hungry...
The silly bands were funny to me.
That was funny.
Well, yeah, but that
Because-
was like everywhere. That was,
Because
like,
people
nationwide.
were like shooting them at each other like rubber bands.
Yeah.
But
And
then
also,
there was
we were getting into fights over them
there,
because they were
there
like,
was also
I want
like
that one.
a middle school gambling ring with them, which
Yeah.
I thought was also fucking hilarious.
That's really funny.
And it's also like the most middle schooler thing you've ever heard. Is this silly thing? I'll trade you more. I'll trade you some of your potato tots. What is it?
No, go find your own. Freaking idiot.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like because that was like always middle school versus nothing.
Yeah, I know.
For some reason they're just like, no, middle schoolers, if you question, don't hold backpack.
For some reason. guns.
Well, middle school was specifically when they were on the kick about the lockers more.
Yeah.
They were about that with a bunch of things. They were like, you can't bring this, you can't bring that. Like, this is being a locker. And the worst part is like, some kids...
And then they're like, why are you late?
Yeah, some kids were like conveniently placed with their lockers. But a bunch weren't. I had to go across the school for it.
That was like always like simultaneously the funniest but also the most frustrating shit of like, why are you late? Because my locker's on the other side of the fucking school and I can't run here because if I run here you'll yell at me for doing that.
I feel like for most of the classes, you really didn't have the lockers like where your classes were. It was like the classes that were outside of the like team thing.
Right, outside of like the main subjects.
Like art and gym.
It was especially rough for like gym, right? Because if you happen to be far away from the gym, you're doing an athletic-based cat class, and now I gotta book into my locker. Like I'm already tired.
Yeah.
No, I
now you're making me get naked in the locker.
I thought it was funny with oh yeah, dude, I was thinking that I always did that thing where like I pull my shirt down at the same time as my fucking pants. I'd be like I was like super fucking like careful about it. Oh, little did that guy know that he'd grow up to put on a blue Speedo and stand in the middle of someone's backyard one day.
And then have to run in that blue Speedo because he didn't get permission to actually be there. And then the guy was just like... what are you doing here? And we're like, oh, we have to film for a college project. He's like, oh, okay, just ask me. Don't just start doing it. I'm like, okay. And then John told me later that guy was...
No, it's the same one.
No, it's the same one. This is the first time we did Trepe.
Yeah. There's nothing really that good about the second time.
Yeah, it just kind of... We just did it.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Nice try. What were we gonna say?
And then John apparently said that guy was known for robbing houses. Fun times.
Fun times, dude. It's not high.
That's fast times, you shit.
You said fun times. I used your thing to make the rest of the title.
No.
It didn't have to be literal.
Yes, it did.
It did not.
It does. You don't know the rules. See, that's how you do
it. Shut up.
Yeah, they're right there.
No, the funny thing with lockers in middle school was always the fact that in the high school was really funny because they'd be like, all right, time for you to get your locker comes back. I honestly God never used my locker the whole year.
So I'm like, what is my combo?
Yeah.
Like I just didn't fucking use it.
Yeah. There was like at the end of the year when they make you give like the lock back or whatever.
Yeah.
The thing is, I always had to go find where my locker actually was now.
Yeah.
Because the locks were already on the lockers at that point. They just give you like the paper that has the logo on it.
Yeah.
But I never bothered to like even look for the locker until the last day of school, basically, when they were like, "Okay, go give us the lock," and we're like, "I have to go find where this."
Where's my fucking locker?
Yeah, I have to go find where this thing even is.
The funny.
I just never used it,
I'm in Guam.
No, that was man. Yeah. The funny thing also was it took me so long to finally forget my gym locker combo.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was in my brain
I like how it sounds like you were actively trying to forget it, and you're like,
I just can't.
I wasn't actively trying, but I did have the thought every now and then where I was like, why do I still remember this? You know what I mean? Especially because, like, you know, when you start, like, working and you have, like, employee numbers to put in and stuff.
Yeah.
It starts to, like, there's numbers in my head that I should be forgetting. It's like, why do I still know my locker?
Well, I mean, I still remember my fucking school ID number from, like, elementary school.
That's crazy.
Well, you have the same one from...
Yeah, from elementary to high school.
Don't remember my number at all.
You had it for 12 years straight.
Yeah, but I never use it. I never use my Swedish.
You had to.
You had to log into the computers. Oh, you didn't do homework.
You laugh, I didn't.
No, I know, but the way that conversation.
Yeah, you had to log in computers to. Oh, that's right. I just passed every test. The even funnier part was that I almost didn't graduate with you guys because of C++. And what saved me from failing that was a test.
See, I never did homework on the school computers either, though. It just
Well, there was
labs and like the library to have to do
there was
stuff.
a good amount of classes in I think my last 2 years of high school that started doing the massive like go to the thing and download it.
Yeah.
For the homework was basically it. You know what I mean? And listen, I still think homework is like such a subjective thing because not everyone learns best that way.
Yeah.
And they know this. And so much of public school is just keeping kids under the thumb. And just trying it's less about them actually learning and more about like kind of training them to be obedient.
Yeah.
For the entire time that they're going to public school.
Very true.
So it's like you're trying to get them to do a pattern of like do the work or get punished.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, I'm not really learning anything, right? And so like yeah, I did good on all these tests, but like I suck at math, and that's reinforced because I have a calculator on my phone. It doesn't matter.
You're not gonna have a
I learned
calculator
the stuff that mattered to learn.
Yeah.
I don't remember like the complex math stuff.
I think
remember history.
I think at the end of the day, I learned more from my own curiosity. You know,
as is one to do as a human.
But the thing is that like I'm big into psychology, and I was learning that throughout school without going to a psychology class.
Yeah.
You know, because
you're just like looking it up on your own.
Looking it up and figuring it out, and like. I definitely came off as one of those kids that was like, I'm better under pressure, but I also wasn't that. I just, you know, did what I had to get by.
Silly, smelly little guy.
Sure was smelly. Sure was smelly.
Greasy.
And I was silly, but I wasn't trying to be back then.
So true. Ow.
I mean, it varied.
I think towards the
Not in
end.
middle school, but in high school.
Yeah, towards the end. So like 9th grade, no. 10th, 11th, 12th.
But actually, I think I want to be funny sometimes.
Well, I started letting go. Because
Well, also, you started actively making jokes on purpose as well, though.
I did.
Yeah.
Too, like you said, you know, I want to be funny on purpose.
No, that's what I mean. I started letting go of like trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
I started like just.
Thank God.
We needed. Yeah,
Sick of that era.
Yeah.
You also have
I sure did.
But I was still a little like dramatic until like I got a girlfriend. That changed my whole perspective. I went, oh shit!
And everything
Man,
changed when the pussy attacked.
This happiness thing is great. Yeah. There's 2 eras, right? There's like the initial, like the initial start of the relationship where I was like, oh my god, is this what happy is? That's great. And then there was the holy shit. I love making out. I want to do that more. Oh fuck! This is what it's like when it's not like just my hand.
Made out with
No, like.
I don't believe you anymore. I think you did. You're like, damn it.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if I do actually.
That was literally the fucking. You kiss your dad on the mouth.
I meant touching my penis.
That's not making out, Peter. I think we need to have a talk.
I said.
Just like how laying next to someone in bed is not having sex.
I
Peter.
said this is what it's like making. Man, I love making out, but then also, this is what it's like when it's not just my hand touching my penis. Yes, it was 2 separate. I just didn't want to add touching my penis. I don't want to be that literal, but you fuckers have brought this on yourself.
You weren't sure.
But
it was very unclear.
But yeah, no, there was that shift to my mentality that was like, oh my god, I feel great now, and then the ruination, which was getting any type of sexually active.
I just like how they don't make Jason Momoa as Steve and instead just have Jack Black do it since it was I don't know what the fuck are you talking about?
Minecraft movie.
No, I know I know they're talking about. Let me read the whole thing. I just like how they don't make Jason Momoa as Steve and instead yet have Jack Black do it since he was in the Super Mario Brothers movie Kung Fu Panda 4.
have a stroke?
That's what I thought.
No, it's just a wrong sentence.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm imagining seeing Bowser and Poe the Panda saying chicken jockey. That sounds like YouTube Kids content. Demichi.
That sure does.
Fucking Baldy and Sonic coming in. Screaming about chicken jockey. This might taste Skibbity Toilet. I do like Skibbity Toilet.
But,
I'm just saying what's typically in YouTube Kids content. I'm not saying it's good or
yeah,
bad. I also like Sonic. And Baldy.
But I think the
let me go.
I think the funniest definite like thing that I've said about like past me will always be that I never tried to make friends. You guys just wouldn't leave me alone.
It's kind of true though. Because, like, at every turn, you were, like, middle school and high school, you were just like, go away. And we're just like, shut up.
Just let me be. And then I somehow ended up being friends with Juan, the weird kid in the back of the class playing with the popsicle sticks. Yeah, so back in middle school, it was 7th grade, that I, like, first interacted with Juan. You know, he was just the weird kid in the back of the class. And by weird kid, I mean the kid that our teacher, our weird English teacher, who was obsessed with my sister.
I hope they were female.
So yes, but also, as in like student.
I know.
Like she was like a star student to her. But she was like always trying to get Juan to smile, which from my perspective just meant that's the kid that doesn't smile.
That's the kid that's gonna shoot up the school.
But as opposed to me, the kid wearing all black and grimacing the whole day.
Yeah, but you look like a little baby.
I did. I had a little baby cheeks.
You're a little baby everything. You're a little baby guy.
I had the bowl cut. Still.
You did. Yeah, you were literally coconut head. At one point.
No,
at one point. In elementary school.
It was no. I was
No,
later.
I've seen his elementary pictures. He didn't have the coconut.
No, I had
You
that.
did.
I did.
I had the hairstyle. I had what would be a literal interpretation of the non-exaggerated coconut head. You know what I mean? Like you took the character coconut head and you just took away the exaggerated hair. I had that bowl cut. I mean, that's what a bowl cut is.
Well, no, yours was shorter though.
Bro, that's
Yours
what
was more so the stereotypical like little boy's haircut.
But
He
like
had,
that
like,
because I was
the
a little
weird-
boy. And then in high school I just grew that out. I just had long hair. I refused to wash it for some reason. Thanks. Young me.
And you wondered why you never got a girl.
I wonder how I got one. Because nothing changed till after the girlfriend.
Everything changed.
When the pussy showed up? Yeah.
When the pussy attacked. Whoa!
I literally, every time I think back to that point where like I started dating her, I just think of Prunk with the map like by all accounts. Doesn't make sense. Because it really doesn't. I was like such a fucking smelly, edgy. Well, I wasn't edgy. I wasn't that edgy at the time, but I was like this smelly, greasy, like. I constantly had like a noticeable dirt line on my hands. You know, you could look and be like, I probably should shower soon. Yeah, I recall it because I remember that being my mark to shower. I remember being like that it's time. There's noticeable fucking, I can see the dirt on my hand. It was an implication of my whole body because I just didn't shower. Like ever. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
What about if you potty?
We're talking back then, by the way.
I know, but what about after you potty?
You're like, I still want to get bitches now.
Sometimes. When I was in high school, yeah. That's fucking. Whoa! I just had the thing happen again.
What thing? I love the logic of Peter pooping and calling it the thing.
It's still happening. I hate this. It's the thing where I dreamed this like a month ago. And it's all happening exactly as it did.
Exactly as what.
And it was still like you guys talking about I love Peter saying the thing and it's pooping. All of that was there too. I think that's the first time in a while where it included me going, it's happening. Usually it cuts off before I realize. That was weird. I hated that. See, why can't I get the gift of prophecy for something useful? Why is it just some stupid shit like this?
We're talking about you pooping.
Yeah. And then I forget, right? It's always like you forget it, and then you go, oh. But it's like, if I could remember, I could have told Aunt to dodge there or something.
Like, I've seen this before.
I've played these games before! Yeah, no, I was soft as a teen.
Who didn't?
Okay, but, so you didn't always wash your hands?
Didn't always wash my hands, barely showered.
What have you peed?
No, Peter.
Did you at least wipe?
Yes. That I did do.
No, that's gay.
No, that's gay.
So you didn't wash your hands after?
Not all the time.
No!
Depends.
You were wearing a tent?
Yeah, depends. No, it depends. Depended on how.
I heard it.
Depended on how much I had to wipe.
Oh man, Mimi, cut the crap. No, she's fine. She's being dramatic.
Ah!
She does.
Stop it,
Mimi.
Me.
Hold on.
What? She's fine. Yeah. She's fine. She's a little dumb, but she's fine.
Oh, she's dumb.
You're a little confused. She got the spirit.
Yeah.
She's always confused. Can you die? Orcish warlord, thank you.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather.
Oh my god.
There may still be survivors inside.
We gotta go. I have no potions left. This is great.
Listen, you know,
I've obtained a potion.
I fully know that I was like, although I feel like there's a lot of people that like suddenly started caring about washing their hands more only after COVID. And I think I think that's really no.
I guess some people.
That's what I mean. I think there is a definite.
But I think everyone agrees you should wash your hands after going poop.
Oh, it's agreed.
Other than high school Peter.
No. I if you asked me then, I would have said, yeah, of course.
So you lied.
Right.
You know, like a lion.
I didn't disagree with the intent. I just never necessarily did it.
But why?
Because everything felt like a waste of time back then. That's why I didn't brush my teeth for years. Honestly,
really paying
Now that I would understand more though, because like that was not a direct like if you have to brush touch everything with butthole hands.
Every time you touch
I
me
like,
with butthole
I feel like that implies that I'm touching my butthole directly.
You are to wipe it.
Are you not wiping?
There's paper between my fingers and my hands.
Yeah, but it's just paper.
That's only one layer of separation, Peter.
I'm not having this discussion.
Isn't the 6 degrees of
I'm
bacon,
not having
my guy.
Discussion like I currently don't wash my
Peter,
hands.
you have to wipe.
You're acting like I don't. This is getting out of hand.
I cannot believe Peter doesn't wipe.
No, he wipes. He doesn't wash his hands.
I do that. What are you talking about? I'm talking about high school Peter, who we all agree was a shitty guy.
Because he was covered in shit.
He's a little poopy man.
He's a little poopy guy.
This new addition of the lore. Yeah, I just find it funny. I'm like,
I can't believe I parried with my eyes closed.
I had to cut the bit because I was like, I'm not debating something that I currently do. You know what I mean? Like, I currently
I'm
wash
not
my
saying
hands.
that you currently don't wash your hands. I'm saying past.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm like, I'm stopping this whole back and
Fucking-
forth because it feels like I'm defending the act, which I don't want to do.
Fucking poopy hand Pete over here.
Just trying to explain where my mindset was,
You
which
wanna
is
leave?
it was a simple thing. I just went. I don't.
I don't feel like it.
We've been introduced.
I'm done.
But also, I think it depends. Because I think if I ever like pooped in like the bathroom at school, I'd probably wash my hands. But I never did that. I held it till I got home every time.
You're so full of shit.
Dude, there would be days where I'd get home and I'd be in so much pain. Because I was terrified of using the because back in school, if you used the bathroom in school, you took a shit, they would fucking you'd be a fucking like you'd be laughed at. Like, have you never the amount of times that I'd be like sitting in class and I'd hear like some fuckers next to me being like, dude, someone fucking shit in there, dude. And fucking like,
That's true.
And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy.
I don't want someone to do that and know that it's my
right,
shit.
Yeah. So I just never shit at school.
There was a lot of talk of like,
most people
man, someone got fucking rank ass in the toilet today. And it's like, can you talk about something else?
Yeah, and I find that it is crazy when you look back at it. Like, why were we all so invested?
Because there's nothing else to talk about.
Because what else are we gonna talk about? Fucking physics?
I don't know. Our high school had some crazy stuff happen sometimes.
Yeah. Just like the big fucking stinker that Peter Wagner put in the goddamn bathroom. My god, no wonder why they scream his name in the halls. That man shits like a champion.
Dude, they can see me now, farting it up.
They'd be so proud.
Champion. Holy shit. I mean, that was the shit that pissed me off. It was that and the whole Tiny White used to be. The whole bullshit where it's like, oh, you wear Tiny White. It's like, it's underwear, dude. It doesn't fucking matter. Or like now I wear like boxer briefs, which is like I feel like boxer briefs are like the ultimate answer to that whole thing.
Yeah.
Because there's always boxers or briefs. And it's like, what up?
Boxers and briefs. Ow, ow.
But back then, man, some of the shit was like really stupid back then that people would like make something out of.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, I wonder if Gen Z kids still make fun of kids with braces. I wonder if that's still like an equivalent thing to make fun of someone.
Did people make fun of people with braces even when
I
we were
think
in
when
school?
we were in school, it was like the tail end.
Because I had braces in
I think by the time we got to like late middle school and then high school, it just wasn't anymore.
Yeah, that's like when I had braces, no one cared. In fact, people thought that they were like kind of cool at that point because you put different colors
I
on
do
them.
know it was still a thing when we were in like elementary school, because it was still a thing being like written into stuff.
Yeah.
It was still actively.
It was still like TV.
Right, it was still a thing that would be plausible.
Yeah.
But
I remember when
by the
we
time
were
we got to like middle school, high
school,
yeah.
people started to think they were kind of cool because you could get like different colors on the rubber bands, and they're like, oh, you can change it by different like holidays and stuff.
And also, I feel like it just became such a thing where, like, you know, because
It's just normal to have it,
also
like,
because like I
like
think like there's like a curve of like kids and candy, and I feel like our generation had like some of the worst teeth in a lot of ways. Where like anything dental after a while was like, yeah, you need that. You know what I mean? It's just like, who cares if you have braces?
Yeah.
You probably need that.
You will forgive me if the performance seems...
Well, I'm saying like just like our generation like probably like had like really shitty teeth. The candy was a specific target, but I don't
Oh,
think
okay. Because that has nothing to do with like straight teeth.
No, but I'm
That's
saying
just
like
nice.
that's why I said anything dental. Like if you had like a weird filling that like stuck out a bit or something, like you had like you couldn't really make fun of the dental because it made sense.
Mimi, you gotta get out of there.
Put her back in the window.
I think the thing that would still probably get made fun of back when we were in school would be like
farting mad hard.
farting real hard. No, but like back and leg braces and stuff. If you had like that like really fucking insane orthopedic like brace set up on you, I think you might still get made fun of back when we were in school for that. But it's
Get out.
I also like we didn't have like
Ow! Cunt!
My favorite genre of things is when someone is like going up to their cat like
Mimi, get out.
Like, hey little guy, hey. Oh, fuck you.
Mimi, leave.
I got it.
Get out.
She just squats.
I love that. Ah, con.
She's running. She's like, I'm out of here.
Fucking asshole.
That's so funny.
So loud. The
God.
neighbors heard that.
Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, we didn't.
Everyone who's watching the VOD heard that.
Where we were in the like the clique of high school, the cliques of high school, we didn't really deal with like bullies.
No, not really.
We just had like the weird, annoying, like fake nice jocks that would be like, "Hey man, what's up?" But like they have like the undertone of like, you know.
Yeah, just like I'm talking to you as a joke.
Yeah, which is like a weird. It was almost a weird tone because it's like.
a weird
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, what's the bit here?
Okay.
I was like, what's the
meme?
Like, what's so funny? Like, actually.
What's so funny?
The one time I was like sophomore in high school, and like the seniors were like doing that shit where they were like calling like making call outs and like being dicks to me, but like not like actual dicks, because again, I never, at no point did I get like made fun of. They just had the tone of just, you know, oh, we're being fucking nice as a bit. And I just flipped them off. I just didn't care.
I remember the seniors loved when they to make you like beatbox and rap and shit.
Yeah, that was when I was still in my silly little guy phase.
My silly little guy. That was in high school.
That was towards the end of high school. Yeah, no, it was like maybe when I was in like 11th grade. It was towards the end.
Yeah.
That's when I started getting sillier.
See, but that sounds like it's them like actually genuinely.
Well, I think it was make the monkey dance.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I put myself into it, so as I still kind of.
And you did deliver.
I did deliver. Sort of.
Even though like your beatboxing ability was like you were basically on par with like Sultan.
Yeah. Or
so true.
Freaking hand sanitizer.
Or smelling like absolute.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he drank hand sanitizer. He did it as like a dare that no one dared him to do. A classic.
The classic.
I wonder if he's like a lawyer now.
I wonder if he's alive.
Yeah, I wonder. It'd be funny if he's like a lawyer now, and like a super like, because when he was in school with us, he
Good for him.
He had like, and I this is gonna sound really bad, but
you mean a real problem out there.
This is gonna sound bad, but you're gonna fully understand what I mean by this. He sounded like a stereotype friend. Like he sounded like the guy that was in the cast of characters that was in there for a reason.
I hate that you're kind of right.
Right though, right? That's how he said. But I feel like it'd be funnier if he was like a lawyer now that sounded like super normal. He's like, oh my god, Sultan. He's like, hey man, what's up? It's been so long. That would be. I would think I would.
Like so chill now.
I would die laughing on the spot
if he was just like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, I've got a few good cases. I've been really doing good for myself.
I mean,
in fact,
that'd be cool, honestly. Good.
Do you want $1?
Good for him.
The choice. Oh my god.
I just remember, yeah, he had like this couple of things.
He had his catchphrases.
Yeah.
My favorite.
And he right, it was song collection.
Yes, it was always his
My favorite memory. My
Yeah.
favorite memory will always be when he I basically, well, I don't know if he like found out or I basically just told him like I fucking cheated on this homework thing, you know, because I like made up all the answers, and you know I was pretty good about that. When I did homework, it was mostly bullshit.
I'm still just now thinking about and remembering how much he liked gyros.
Once again.
Yeah, I remember.
He was like a spokesman for them. He loved them.
But he, so he also decided to do that with his work. Bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I love this. My favorite soldier. Because it's a science. It was like science homework, and all of it. And she goes, Solon, you just can't write. You can't just write high or low on all the answers, because they're not all temperature questions. And I went, and I looked at him with such a face of like, really? You didn't even try. I read the question still. I just made shit up. You still have to read them. Like, because that was the other thing about homework that was great, is that like you could bullshit with the homework because what are they gonna do? Say that I got it wrong? Cool. I did it. Can't punish me. I did the homework. Not my fault. Not my fault. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Maybe you should teach me better.
I'm so stupid. I'll probably get an F on this test. What's that? Another A?
Oh.
Shit.
Shit, bro. It's almost like homework is stupid.
It's almost like homework is kind of stupid and pointless sometimes.
It's a waste of time.
So, I mean, like, there's something about reinforcing it, but I feel like you should be reinforcing it in school and not like, because like, especially at home, it's like, first of all, it just adds needless stress. When am I not at school then? Because now I bring it home. Like, when do I get to not do school?
like 12 years.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, like that's the thing that was like that's so stupid about it, where it's just like it's all about adding stress for no reason.
I'm a sociopath.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a calculator in your pocket all the time when you grow up. Suck it.
I have a calculator in my pocket 24/7. In fact, I stare at it 90% out of the day. Not the calculator app, like in general, but like, you know, like the concept.
It doesn't matter anyway, because they keep changing how they want kids to do math.
I know.
You're gonna start talking about the incredible things and be like,
Math is math.
I've never agreed with the Seymour, because every time that I do get a whip, like I'll see some. It's a bad way of saying it, but it's like I'll see someone. I'll see some.
See how he's smelling something stinky? Because his hands are right there. Oh, it's a whiff of stinky.
Oh no, but I'll see,
that must be math.
I'll see someone tweet out, like I'll see like some like high schooler.
Math.
No, people post like images of like what is mostly a tweet of like what is this? You know what I mean? So like you'll see like someone post, or like I've even seen like, oh, my little brother showed me his math homework. What the fuck is that? Like I at some point I have seen like more recent math, and like the work they want you to show. That's the problem is not like you can do math however you want. The problem is that they want you to write it down in this weird fucking way to show the work.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
hate
like
that too. It's like, if I got the answer, then like shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Like shut the fuck up. That's kind of the thing with math. That's cool about it, is that you can kind of do it in multiple ways and you'll get the same answer.
Yeah.
Well, it's not every bit of math.
Well, it's the problem of like that sometimes you would do like a process and still get it right, but it wasn't the teacher's process, so it was wrong. You didn't show the right work.
Well, you have to do the thing that like say like what we were taught was a very like point A to point B thing, but then like the further we get from when we were in school, now they're doing shit with like dots.
Yeah.
And shit.
There was one time
and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, there was one time that my mom came home with one of the kids that she babysits, like math homework, and she literally went like, "Can you figure this out?" And I'm like, "No." I don't know what they're talking about.
I also was getting so pissed back then when I got the answer and then they'd be like, "No, write all the numbers down for the like when you do like a fucking division or whatever." Like write the whole process. Then I'm like, fuck off! It's so much more writing that I don't have to do.
Yeah, it's like, I told you the
And,
answer.
and for my final exam, I'm already writing like a 3-page fucking essay.
Why'd I do this?
Which, by the way, I love that we everyone universally has come to the point of like, yeah, writing essays just comes down to, and then this was this, and this was this, and you know, like just rewriting the same sentence in different formats.
Pretty much. I write videos like that sometimes.
It's true, man. It just happens. Like, I was pretty good at writing essays, like, and not bullshit.
Well, yeah.
But we still, anyway, we still got passing grades.
Well, I mean, for AP children.
No. Yeah, my favorite thing to
well, it's because it's true.
My favorite thing to see on my protocol was always $3. And I went, cool.
So
whatever.
You got $20 for that? I didn't get shit. I got screamed at home.
I think the funniest thing.
No, because I was my own.
I think my favorite.
Not very.
I think my favorite thing with that, with my like grades, was always that like, you know, every now and then my parents would find out that, oh, I didn't do homework or something, oh, I got in trouble or whatever, and then like I'd show them my grades at the end of the quarter, and like, oh, I guess whatever, you know, like they just.
I guess it didn't matter.
You got yelled at because you got on.
Yeah, they wanted me to be stupid. I don't want to. Shut up. Stop hitting.
That's why, like, I always find it funny. Like, I had like other students that like I was never like close friends with. But, you know, we were all in school together, so we all talked anyway.
Yeah.
That like would be like, oh, you could. Peter, you could be in higher classes. I'm like, why don't you do it? Like, I don't want to work.
It's like, what's the point?
I don't want to do more work.
And what's funny is that we were so like bred in fucking like bread. Yeah, we're bred. Toast. We were so like brainwashed in school to be like, that's stupid. You should be in the honors classes. And as someone who was in AP classes and stuff like that, no, you were right.
I knew I was right. I knew I was right from the fucking beginning. And I think it made me snarkier in the end.
Yeah, I disagree, because I feel like the AP class still helped me, because also a lot of it made it so that I didn't have to do college classes.
Well, so which is what causes me to drop out of college when I did, because I just didn't want to do all the other stuff. I just wanted to act. But college would have done that to me anyway, because I would have had to take some remedial courses around the acting, and I didn't really want to do that. So it really wouldn't have mattered if
also, after doing like the AP classes, like college feels like kindergarten.
That's really true.
It still wouldn't have helped. Still wouldn't have helped my mindset of college.
No, I know. I'm saying like outside of that, because some people just don't.
No,
like
I do think.
You know, like, that's fine.
I do think that, like, yeah, there's benefits, but I just feel like to question the mentality that I had is kind of crazy, because like they were questioning like why would I want to do more work?
Yeah. Again, it works for some people and it doesn't work for other people. That's just how it is. It's just It's for what it depends on what you want to do and what you're looking for.
I do think I would have gotten knowledge out of it. I just didn't really care to get that knowledge.
Well, yeah, because you knew you weren't going go in that direction, so it's like, you know. Again, same thing of how some people go to college, some people don't, because it just depends on what direction.
Some people go to Jupiter to get more stupid.
Exactly. You know? Some people go to the store and like. Some people wash their hands, and some people don't.
I can't believe you guys are really holding on to this thing that high school Pete did that didn't affect any of you at all.
I had to touch your poopy hands!
See, I keep going back to it because it's funny.
It is funny. It is a little
fun
funny.
to say. It's
a poopy little guy.
Yeah.
I'm just a poopy little man.
Can't believe I had a girlfriend, man. It's
funny,
crazy.
Like, some people wash their hands, some people don't.
I think it really just was one of the things I just didn't think about.
So I was germophobic back then.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up because I didn't really care. Can you imagine if I was the guy that went, I don't wash my hands, look.
See, hold on.
Like, why would I do that?
You were germophobic.
I got poopy hands.
But then you also drank soda off of the cafeteria table and then got the flu. Like, so bad.
That's a real thing.
You were the living story of that one time that Sam licked the swing set or whatever in iCarly.
That happened to me.
Yeah,
that was
it
real.
The table that you drank soda
Yeah, I drank soda.
I was
all
there.
day. Yeah.
But
And I
you
was sick for
also
a week.
insisted that you were a germaphobe, though, still at the same time.
Which is crazy because
Like, what are you?
There's a limit.
I feel like after all the times that I've like been to like.
Also, that was like towards the end of it going
Fine,
away.
I guess. Well, look where it got you.
Yeah, I should have stayed germophobic.
No, you shouldn't have, because I don't think we would be as close friends as we would, because I'm farting all the time.
And I'd be like, ew!
See, that's different, though. That's like, you don't have to touch the fart.
No, but the fecal matter's in the air.
Yeah, but you never cared about that.
No, I don't give a
You
shit.
were farting all the time.
Yeah, I'm a farty boy.
We're
the farty boys.
You were part of a
the double
storm.
standard, man.
You were farting all the time, and you always stank real bad with your stinky farts.
I actually.
Over here in like 9th grade, hanging out with you, and you'd be farting so much.
I
like, man,
actively
this dude
avoided
stinks.
farting back in. I was like so like, just like with the pooping in school. I was like, I can't fart. They'll laugh at me.
They're all gonna laugh at you. You had Adam Sandler in your brain all the time.
It's so crazy how many like TV ass. It's so many how many like TV trope things were like such a real thing.
Well, yeah,
Like if you farted in class, you were gonna get fucking laughed at.
Or you would, or at the very least, you would get that thing of like.
The me's, the fucking.
Everyone will go.
You said the me's, and that made me think that was like. Ah!
They'll jump.
They feel the shockwave.
Whoa!
No, I'm pretty sure it's where's it? It's like Wii Music. If you mess up a note or something, they'll look at you or something.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Like the conductor game or something.
And nothing is going to
It's
stand.
terrifying every time.
So instead of the Hardy Boys, we call them the Farty Boys.
Is it time for
You
cake
would
now?
allow this
Yeah,
delusion
probably
of
after this
free will
cutscene.
to bar your path to greatness.
Cake.
Yeah, it's his
Yeah, there's
birthday.
cake. It's my birthday.
Your
He's old
volition
age.
is a
I'm old.
cancer. One that must be excised.
29, right? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
Welcome, Squidward. Welcome,
Bottles,
Squidward.
welcome bottles, welcome bottles.
I'm.
Welcome bottles.
You joke about that, but I'm the one who's actually going to physical therapy for my fucking back.
Oh, my back. Can you imagine? Oh.
And you didn't lift anything properly because you're stinky poo-poo butt.
Correct. And now I have a slip disc in my brain.
No. Wrong location.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just used a test gun on him.
That and also you've gotten into car accidents and just didn't do anything about it to go to a doctor.
Also true.
As weak as all the
All four of them.
Look at that cool sword.
Yeah, so I think that might be actually
Is a really cool sword. Damn, Clive's not looking good.
Yeah, it's a test gun, man. It's a one shot.
Whoa.
Shiva.
We're iconic. We're iconic.
Just blocking it off.
This way! Hurry!
What?
Game.
The game.
The game that we're
Blocking
streaming.
about. Blocking what off?
She's blocking. She blocked off the path with her ice powers so that they could get away.
power beyond reckoning.
And not get killed.
And they use
You
it as
remember,
such a waste.
did I get
A little bit.
got him.
I was also paying attention to the cutscene.
That's stupid. Why would you do that for?
Because I'm at least semi-interested in the main story of this game.
What's a game?
What we play all the time.
Ew.
Stinky fucking fart hands gamers.
Yeah. No, they're
Will you be
pants.
alright?
It's different.
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own.
The fuck does that mean, Joshua?
I'm afraid the rest is
Did I-
up to him.
Did I?
This place is remarkable. Outfitting
Oh man,
must
I
have been
just
no small
remembered.
Did I take
Why go to such-
What?
That beauty's belly
I don't know,
is
did
filled
you?
with wonders
I
that
wasn't
we're
with you.
ready for.
No.
The guild's taught me
That
what we're up
explains
to. They'd all want a piece. Alright?
I don't think I took anything this morning either.
You did. I left them for you.
I just remembered.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I was thinking about past me, and I just remembered the pictures we found in the yearbook of like the group, the class shot, and then just me, like fucking Damien from The Omen.
Yeah. You made it a point to do that.
Yeah.
Every time. I remember.
And honestly, now I don't even feel bad because like towards the end of high school, you had the shitty photographers that were like, "No, come on, take your hoodie off. No,
smile.
Yeah, smile. No, full smile.
I
Use your
remember.
teeth."
I hated those.
Hated that guy. Yeah.
I had one in
That
elementary
guy, like
school.
it was the same guy.
Might as well have been. They're all lobbed together.
Yeah. No, I hated the one where in 4th grade, I think it was, the guy was really insistent of like smile with teeth, and I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I started to explain to him, I'm like, listen, I don't want to smile with my teeth. And mid-sentence, he goes, and took the picture. It's like, all right, next.
Why'd you do it?
And I came home and I'm like, Ma, you're getting a shitty picture. Sorry.
Dude, school photographers are like the worst, man.
Yeah.
At least ours were, for sure.
Like, I get, like, smile, right? Like, I get, like, obviously, because you want them to look nice and happy while they're in prison. But what I don't understand is why do you want them to be like...
Yeah, not everyone's teeth look great. I think you'll find as a photographer, you just gotta get the best angle, the best fucking, like...
Who told me that?
Smile with teeth. Never mind. Put them back. Put them away.
Put them away.
Oh, do you remember? I was gonna say this. I forgot, and then I remembered just now.
What of the royalists?
You remember watching SpongeBob feeling
along with the galleon, with the king on board?
Yes.
Watching what?
Watching SpongeBob feeling emo.
Clive.
Oh.
Wait, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
What?
Come back.
What am I talking about?
All I remember is like a weird SpongeBob edit.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, then I'm thinking of a different thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
No.
It's alright, mate.
No,
Watching SpongeBob feeling emo is something that was on one of my DeviantArt journals.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I got bored with it, and I started looking back at all of your DeviantArt journals back from when you were like 12 or something.
Yep.
And
They're
then-
still there.
Yeah, and I was just like, look at these, they're great.
You will be with the king, I'm sure.
That was also when then I started looking through Peter's old Facebook posts too, and that was when I found the thing of that you went to Disney and then we're different.
And that started post-Disney Pete.
Because I found that again.
Do you have an idea?
Who for some reason is also racist, Pete.
What?
Yeah, that was the lore we added.
Yeah.
What?
That post-Disney Pete is also racist.
I don't understand.
Whatever happened to him that changed him made him also racist.
Put him back.
If you had
He's got to go to Disney.
Well, that's
again.
the other lore is that if he goes back to Disney, he might change back.
Comes Otto didn't save anyway.
So this is a different Peter than you? You're saying it is a
It's a parallel.
Okay.
So are you racist or I'm unclear?
The ship. I'll speak with
Uh-oh. And you were accusing Jordan.
I guess we'll never... That's the funny thing about the group, is that I might say something really fucked up, and then I'll just go, but Jordan's the racist one.
And everybody will be like,
Yeah. My favorite is when Jordan goes, see?
Rash, see?
Yeah.
So anyway, Jill's probably kidnapped by...
So anyway, it's time for cake.
You owe me in a second.
Yep. Like right now.
Like right now, yeah. I said in a second, assuming there was going to be another cutscene.
Yeah.
But thank God there isn't.
Yeah, now we have to... The party makeup has changed, so we gotta change our eyeliner.
Yeah, because Jill got taken by the king.
Damn. You hate to see it.
I can't see it. Bye. You gonna fight?
Ha! Fuck you. No!
Are you gonna fight?
No, I want to have cake.
Alright, goodbye everybody.
We got merch in the description. We got a link to give me money in the description. Peter has a channel and on Twitch called Days for Days. DAISFODAYS. His branding sucks. Instagram, he has things, and he has a Ko-fi where you can pay him.
Stop.
for pet drawing.
There's too many things.
And then also you can subscribe to this channel. Tomorrow a new Crash video comes out, and then Monday nothing is coming out.
We have a new video that came out on Monday this week.
Yeah, we have the life hacks videos that came out. So go watch it. It was fun. It's really funny. I want cake.
Continue.